But like last week, there was 3 days in a row when I walked into the locker room at LA Fitness, and this guy was at the very end locker, and he was completely bent over, asshole and balls. Me coming around the corner, boom, asshole and balls. 3 days in a row. I'm like, guys, I can't be walking into your asshole and balls every fucking day. Like, I got to come at a different time. Like, what is going on here? It's not like I was coming at the same time. It was like he got a signal that I was coming. And like, hey, your boy's coming around the corner. Boom, asshole.
Looking in the mirror.
Yeah, boom, asshole and balls. Like, wide open. Like, I don't.
Young dude, old dude.
The old guy.
Was he well groomed?
See into him. Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't.
Just long balls.
I don't need to be looking upside you at fucking 9:30 in the morning, dude. Fucking
Dingleberries and all hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, he just got out of the shower, so he's clean, but it's just like, what the fuck,
And his
man?
old balls.
See the hemorrhoid Harold.
Yeah, like they're fucking flaring up.
Old dudes. I
I
mean,
just don't understand, like, why they got to do it.
it happens everywhere. And something about old dudes, they just love being naked in locker rooms.
Yeah,
It
but
happens
3 days in a row with asshole and balls in your face,
If
like the
it's not-
same asshole and
If it
balls.
wasn't you being victimized, it would have been someone else.
Yeah, you guys are on the same schedule, dude.
Yeah. Or maybe this dude is just like a major creep, because once he does it, I hit the corner, then I get out of there. So maybe this dude just like doing it 30
He's in there
times
all
a
day.
fucking day
Yeah.
and seeing who's going to take the bait.
I would bet him $50 that he wouldn't do it 3 days in a row to the same
It
guy.
says, yeah, that guy's open for business.
Dude.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. I'm your host, Michael Z. Bird Zidell. Before we get started, can you do me a big favor? If you're on YouTube right now, can you please smash that like button? Hit that like button. It really helps us. If you can leave a comment, just a thumbs up, or great episode, or anything you'd like to say, but just leave a comment underneath. Thank you so much. It means the world to us. And all right, the gang's here with me. To the left of me, my main man, Anthony's working for his dad, loves his kids, but hates his wife, Sciulli. What's up, Sciulli?
Rose is going to love that.
Oh, dude, truth. And to the left of him, my main man, Johnny. I've been hearing about my cousin's golf score from my dad for the past 3 days. Rosado,
What's up? What's up?
We'll get to that later. And then to the right of me, my co-host, my main man, smacking bets all weekend long, but he didn't win at golf. Moneyline Welsh. What up, Moneyline?
I'll fucking leave right now, you motherfucker.
Come on, don't be a
No.
poor sport. You know, dude.
You knew where this was going on Saturday.
I didn't play well. What do you want me to do? I mean, I can't fucking play. You know
I
what mean?
stink. I'm not,
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm
Whatever.
great, you know.
It was a rough day out there.
Fog.
Fuck.
Fog.
Fog
It's
was an
been
issue.
foggy all week. But yeah, no, I fucking stunk, man. Poor Reno, that poor bastard.
Yeah,
we played a two-man scramble on Saturday. Me and Reno versus Z-Bird and Johnny, and we got down. I literally contributed almost nothing to the whole. It was Reno pretty much against you two, and then we it got down to 18 though. We kept it tight, and then you guys won on 18.
Yeah, you guys blew a 4-foot putt. Both of you choked.
Yeah, I fucking putted terrible.
Dude, you could tell it was it's weird when there's like a
Yeah.
tiny bit of like
There was
not,
just-
not even it's more like shit talking was more like I mean Eddie and Yogi can both eat a dick.
Yeah.
But because they bet it against us. But yeah, but you could tell like when that 4-foot putt came on 18 for all the marbles, dude, like
Yeah, though, I just
Even-
wasn't
even
hitting the ball square. Wasn't the
Reno
putter.
just fucking-
Yeah, it just wasn't my
that
day.
should have like dude, like that was probably I definitely thought one of you was gonna make that.
Yeah, no, we should have made the putt, John. I get it.
Yeah, I'm
Like
just
we didn't make the putt. Speaking of golf, Bryson and Brooks, the match the day after Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's major. That's great.
Las Vegas, 12 holes for whatever fucking
12?
Yeah, for whatever fucking reason.
Why
They're
why
the
12?
They're the two weirdest dudes in America. Golf should only be 14 holes. So I mean, I get what they're trying
We
to
can
do.
finish a whole round. What's wrong with a whole round? What? Why?
Dude, I know they
Well,
play a million rounds. I don't get it.
What's it for? What's the prize?
I don't even. I think there's cash involved in it. It's a charity. It's usually a charity thing. But yeah, they just announced this like on our way out here. So I mean, that'll be something to do after Thanksgiving. I wish they would have did it while they hated each other. Now they're all buddy. But that could change quick. They're both fucking huge babies. So you know, I mean, I could see someone getting under. It's going to be Bryson getting under Brooks' skin, probably pretty quick.
I don't know. I feel like that could swing either way. At this point, they're the same person to me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. They're both giant babies.
Yeah, they're both going to be calling the rules officials for shit that doesn't really exist. And
yeah, no, they'll probably suck the fun out of that.
Yeah.
It's either gonna be fucking impossible to watch, like god awful, or it's gonna be great. There's gonna be no in between there, I don't think. But yeah, it'll be something to do the day after.
yeah, absolutely. That weekend's.
They're probably not gonna let fans in there because they're both soft as baby shit. But I mean, if they would let a full galley of people into these fucking matches, it would be 1,000
Screaming
times
and
better.
yelling.
Yeah, just Brooksy
It
in
should
the
be like
backswing.
whole 16 at that Waste Management the whole
Yep,
time.
the whole
Yeah.
thing. That'd be great.
18 holes too.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't get the 12 hole. I'm interested to see what the reasoning behind that
Like
is.
we'll play 2/3 of a round, but that's it.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Steelers, tank is on. Just tank. Let's get a draft pick here.
Yeah, I mean that's what everyone's saying right now. I mean, even this draft coming up, like quarterback, it doesn't look that promising. Not like the past two drafts.
No. It's definitely weak and wake. I mean, yeah. I don't. Who's coming out? Who's the big name?
There's an offensive lineman that's a big name, and then the dude from the Sooners is like the #1 quarterback right now. And I don't know.
I heard they were scouting some dude from like North Carolina or some shit.
I'm telling you right now, here's just my opinion. This is like, but I think if you're gonna tank, but make some moves so you can get like in the first and second round, get 2 high-end linemen, get a lineman off free agency, and bring Aaron Rodgers in.
Aaron Rodgers and Tomlin like want to fuck each other.
see them
yeah,
wake each other?
they're playing like fucking.
That was awkward.
They're playing tummy sticks in the middle of the game.
Yeah,
like,
they're
what the
smiling
fuck's
at
going
each
on?
other. Like I haven't smiled at anybody like that for years.
Like not since like a grade school dance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you got a boner and you're like, oh man, I might get this boner rubbed. That's when the last time I smiled like that.
I mean, it kind of gives me a boner thinking Aaron Rodgers might come to Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot of talk.
Aaron
he's
Rodgers to
fucked.
finish out his last like 4 or 5 years in Pittsburgh.
Even if he got a good 2 in him. Like
Yeah,
after
I think he has more than that. I
We
think.
got a
was he
deep receiving
38?
core, though.
Yeah, is he 30? Yeah, he's 38.
I mean,
Brady's
he-
fucking 49.
I know.
Yeah, Ben's 40.
As long as the arm is
Ben's
still
a
there.
rough. Ben's our age. Ben's a rough 39.
He's like a Schuster 39.
Yeah, Ben's
He's
had,
good when he was in Little League.
Yeah, Ben's had some years.
Yeah.
Man, this shit's tough to watch.
Dude, it's so hard to watch, and like I'm hoping, like in the back of my sick mind, I'm like they kind of could have won that game.
No, they should have won that game.
You know, but then like
They got completely fucked on that offsides. That
Yeah.
was
They
complete
did.
fucking bullshit.
that was a big swing, but then they stunk so bad, and Ben, dude, he's just missing.
That one with Juju, I thought he
Ben
he
mi-
had it.
That
Ben
was a
missed-
terrible pass.
Ben
it was
missed
so
those 2
close.
throws to Juju, no doubt about it. But a 10-point swing before halftime,
Yeah, that's
it's
major.
a completely different game.
Yeah, the whole
Every-
emotion,
your play
the emotions
call.
come.
I
That's
mean-
how they beat Buffalo. Really was on
Dude.
like something like that.
These screens that on the 4th and 2, like out to fucking Paris, what the fuck's going on?
Now this is like a debate.
What is going on?
Is this the play call or is this on Ben? I
Is he
think it's on
checking
Ben
out
for
of it?
checking.
I
out.
don't think he's checking out of it because I mean, I guess he could be checking out of it, but he's not like going. That's not like the bailout. He's not like he's going through his reads and then going to non.
No,
But
I'm
that is
saying
his
he's
fault?
changing
Yeah.
the play at scrimmage is what I'm saying.
So you think he's just changing
Canada's
the?
calling something, and he's
I
I
think
don't
he's
know,
checking down too early because you don't
Right.
want to get hit.
I don't
agree
think I don't think he's going right to him. So I don't even think he's like going through the progressions.
If that's the play, fire Canada today.
He shouldn't have got out of the stadium.
I think, like, I agree with Rosario. I think he's just dropping back. He's not going through his checkdowns. He's getting rid of the ball so fucking quick that he's just throwing it right to him.
That's probably why he's like overthrown dudes too.
Yeah.
Like I said, if he takes that time on Juju,
Oh.
dude, it was a missile. The arm was there.
It's there.
He just like, dude, like
I just don't understand how, dude. Johnson being back was a huge difference.
Yeah.
fucking.
He sailed one on Johnson super high.
He
He's sailing them all over the place.
did. And then they're running these it's 4th and 9. They're running 7-yard routes, like 7-yard curls. Like, dude, what?
Like, get to the
What
flag
the
and then,
fuck,
get to the
dude?
first down and catch the fucking ball.
It's brutal. I seriously think we should like fucking redshirt. And I said this last week, like Najee. Just fucking redshirt them.
Did Ben say something to Najee like you got to run more physical, like the busted, or did I read this wrong in this article?
I didn't hear that one.
Where'd you see that?
I seen it on like Twitter. Like, dude, like how could he say this to him? He's like, you got to be like more physical, like initiate contact. And I'm like,
Well, you want to avoid contact is the goal of a running
Right, well,
back. And
yeah,
then when the contact comes,
Unless
you want to
you're-
bring the
unless you're the
contact.
bus.
But you still like if you want to avoid all contact, that's the name of the game. You're going to score.
It's a different game.
If
now.
you're bringing-
There's
yeah.
no Jerome Bettis is in the fucking league.
but if you're
There's
bringing
no-
up the bus, you're showing your age, and you're like,
Yes.
dude, maybe it's time to hang him up. If you're saying some shit like that,
right,
Ben has to hate his job right now. He dude, bro, just fake an injury and like fucking go
bow
out.
out,
That's coming.
Bow out.
well, dude, he like.
I heard he has his hips fucked up or something.
or he's gonna
Yeah.
get benched. I mean, that's
They're not gonna
They're
bench
not
him.
gonna
I don't
bench
think
him.
they're
I don't
gonna
think you should bench him.
Yeah,
If it's gonna be
yeah.
his last year and you
fuck
stink
that.
anyhow,
If he can connect
let him
on a
go.
couple of them throws
Well,
next week,
you don't
they
you
might
don't want
win.
him to bench him because you want him to go on his like farewell tour now. If this is
Yeah.
a farewell, let him do the farewell tour. Let him
Yeah.
fucking stink it up. The defense looked okay. They were playing against the Packers. Their
a couple
offense is
times
legit.
on third down, like
They got
sometimes you're
burnt.
like, where the hell is everybody when they
Right.
throw that? Like, when they throw the 7-yard screen and like all the D-backs are like back 20 yards, I'm like, ugh.
Cobb's burnt the whole fucking deep.
Yeah, Cobb. Yeah, that was
And
weird.
he's a crafty veteran. I mean, he's
he's
up there in
fucking
age.
37 years old. or
Right,
some shit,
so-
dude, you know.
They were playing like a soft zone. It was just
It's
weird.
going to be a long season.
Yes, it is.
Minka was like not even. You know,
He missed
we
the
used
pick.
We used to talk about him all the time. He's like
when he ran that touchdown, I
That
I'm
would've
at
been
home,
the play.
I'm going nuts. I mean, I think
Because he
probably
blocked
everyone-
it, the pick
Dude,
and scoop.
I had a juicy money line parlay going. The other two hit, and I had the Steelers on the third one. And like when that happened, I was like, "Oh fuck, these idiots might actually like." And then they called it. They called offsides. I was so fucking
That's what
mad
killed the whole vibe.
because I hit a juicy parlay,
Did you?
Yeah.
How much you hit yours for?
$3,000.
Okay, so Yogi texts me. All right, not to bring up my fantasy football team's in shambles. I've lost a couple games by half a point. Yogi calls to tell me how he lost on a parlay by half a point. And I'm like, all right, so how many like teams? He bet like 7 teams. How much money do you think he could have won?
I mean, knowing Yogi, would he probably bet like he probably bet like it was probably like a $20 parlay to win like I don't know
7.
$700, 17 for
7 teams. So you got to
to
smack a 7-teamer. How much do you think?
I
I don't know,
said
$1,400.
Yeah, that's right. I said
What
about
do you-
1,500.
I don't have a fucking clue.
1,500.
230.
$230.
So he
For
picked
7
all-
teams to win 7. What do you
So
say?
he picked all favorites.
heavy
Yeah, he took
favorites.
all the money line heavy favorites. What a boring fucking bet.
Yeah, that makes.
Who the fuck cares about winning $230?
No, well, dude,
How much could he lay down? Like $20?
Yeah, I don't know. It might be less than that.
If it was that, but if he picked like that heavy of like favorites, he might have bet like 40 or 50 because it was like they were like minus 350, minus 295. They were like,
Yeah, I had a $100 money line parlay to win $3,000. It was awesome.
Right, but yeah.
And then I was gonna step on their necks with my next juicy fucking money line parlay, and the Steelers fucked me.
yeah, you
But
crushed
can't
it.
win them all.
Nah, but that was awesome though. You hit that.
17 parlay to win $300 or $230
that's
is
useless.
fucking insane.
Facebook and IG went down yesterday, dude. What's going on?
I don't know, man. That was like all day. People were freaking the fuck out.
We were at work and I didn't even notice like at lunchtime. I thought it was weird because I was like my pages wouldn't reload and I'm like, what the fuck? I just thought it was bad signal. So like I chalked it up to that. But then when I got home, like you sent me that thing and then like my lady was telling me because she's off work. She was like, yeah, it's not working. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Twitter was cracking. People were
Yeah.
signing on their Twitters that haven't been on Twitter forever to get their social media fix.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
something,
Go
yeah.
back. Take it back to Facebook, you nerds. You're not built. You're not built for Twitter. Welcome to hell.
Dude, I'll be honest. Like the little bit of time I did realize that Facebook was off, I'm okay. I was good with it. I'm like, you know what? Like,
Yeah, it'd be a blessing to the
It
world.
really-
I didn't
It
realize
really-
until Mishka texted us like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mishka wanted to hang out in person like a psychopath.
Yeah, right.
Dude,
what
what are
an
you
idiot.
talking about, buddy? Hang out in person.
You crazy?
your Facebook must be dying.
If Facebook and IG went away forever, that'd be great.
That'd be fun.
I honestly, truly believe that. If it wasn't for this podcast, I would delete Instagram. I deleted Facebook. I need Instagram to be able to like put the show together.
Yeah.
But it was nice, just like knowing like
What's
fucking-
WhatsApp? What did you say?
WhatsApp is just like it's a text messaging app.
Okay.
And you like different. You know, like ever hear it's like Slack.
You like send videos.
Slack and
to
WhatsApp
each
are like
other.
same. WhatsApp is just more like for your personal like friend groups, different like I have WhatsApp and it's like for hoops on Tuesday nights. You know, we
okay.
do the shit like that.
Yeah.
Slack is like professional, like and if you don't want to send a message to everybody in the company, you create these groups and it just goes to these groups. So that's what that is. But WhatsApp was down too, and people were freaking the fuck out. Like,
Did they get hacked or they just something?
I think something just went wrong. I like it just stopped working. They like in the beginning, like they were saying, like someone went and deleted like the master code for like Facebook and IG, and it was never coming back. And I'm like, there's no way in the fucking
Dude,
world.
I heard they hacked it. Took like 1.5 billion fucking information off of people.
1.5 billion information. What does that even mean?
What? People's information.
Oh, like
Off 100.
yeah.
what
So
the
one.
fuck?
So you're saying
All right, man.
You're saying a million people got their identity.
A
stolen.
billion.
A billion.
A billion.
It was like
1.5 billion.
billion.
That's what they said.
I'm pretty
man.
sure they stole that shit already anyway. didn't
Yeah,
they?
they've been had. Yeah, they've been had that.
When
shit.
we get our iPhones and we accept all them clauses, they already took it. Our information.
all those keys and terms we just click on. Fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not reading this shit.
You think you're just selling your fucking information right there when you click?
Oh,
on it.
absolutely,
it's
100%.
Oh, Mr. Rosado, we're here for your kidney. Like, what are you talking about?
Like you signed right here. Like fuck.
Yeah.
Zuckerberg lost $7 billion yesterday.
Did he?
Bad day.
Yeah, it's like
Bad day for the Zuck.
It's like dropping a stack or something for him. It's
Right.
no big deal. He's gonna be
We'll
back.
find
in
a way to
action.
get it back.
Big time.
And I looked at the stock market, like I thought they were like it was plummeting, but it wasn't like
Probably. Yeah, I didn't even.
I just looked. I'm not a big stock market guy. I was just curious, and like I looked, and it lost like I want to say it was like 7%, which is a ton of money to them. But like I thought, like when I heard this was going on, I'm thinking it's losing fucking 50%. They're done because the thing Jack sent me said like the master code got deleted. There's no way to get it back. Like somehow.
Yeah, that was a Barstool blog that was completely just not true.
No, because I'm like, because Jack started saying we're on a phone. He's like, how are they not backed up? How is there not? Do they have like one code and you can delete it and that's it? And I'm like, yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
They said they sent a team from Facebook over like to like the main servers wherever the fuck that's at, and they just pretty much like had everybody manually reset like all the servers, pretty much like unplug it, wait 30 seconds, plug it back in like you do with your router. Pretty
They were like
whatever.
control delete,
Yeah.
control delete,
And boom, they were back in action. But people were like, imagine like so many people do like business off of Instagram
Yeah.
and fucking.
Yeah.
So imagine if you're about to launch a product on IG that day and like that shit crashes, that could really fuck shit up.
Right.
Like so, like of course the influencers, you know, what I mean, they had a day off, but like that they were probably shitting their pants. But like in reality, if you have like a business and it's a launch day and you're about to release a product or whatever, like that really fucked you yesterday.
Especially because they probably have so much money backed into those ads and planning. Like, okay, the best day to do it is Monday, October, whatever it was, 4th. We're gonna launch it, and they go to launch and it doesn't work, and you're like, fuck,
Screwed.
yeah,
Oh, they're back up today.
yeah.
Like I said, there was I read the Barstool article, and for like probably like 10 minutes, I'm like, you know what? Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think that was like the general consensus that people that don't make money off Instagram and Facebook. I mean, I think most people.
Right. It's like a guilty pleasure.
Yeah,
like,
get it the fuck out of here, man.
They got a break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This shit got me, man.
That's what I was like. As long as fucking YouTube and iTunes and
If you guys
Spotify's
had
up,
if you guys had to pick one, you could and the rest of them go away. What would you pick?
Twitter for sure.
Yeah, me too.
Zebra
What
Nation,
do you look? You're an IG guy.
I'm a Facebook guy. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I'm
you like the
pretty sure-
book.
Dude, that's where I do most of my. I'm in
Moving, shaking.
I'm in the card groups there. I have a lot of support for the podcast. That's where a lot of our support comes from is Facebook.
Yeah, podcast wise, that's where we're strong at.
Yeah, so
We're strongest.
I just don't
Wanna
want to
call it
abandon
strong.
all the Friends of Greenfield's Finest podcast and jump out. Like, I'd have to stay on Facebook. Someone has to.
Surely you just got Facebook.
That's all I
it.
have.
So we'll stick to
I can
Facebook.
text you.
Yeah.
Let me write you a check.
when he's done, when he's done balancing that checkbook.
For 1.5 billion information, right? Surely, maybe you shouldn't have took
It's
the whole
kicking
thing.
in, man.
Oh, that's a bit crap.
That's gonna be a long
So
show.
money line, dude. What's going on? You're saying the whites are too comfortable in the locker room?
Yeah, man. I like. You don't have to be naked. You know what I mean? There's ways to be, there's very easy ways not to be naked. And I've gone into this before, like dudes with towels over their shoulders. I'll never understand it with their beanbag flopping out. Like, put it around your waist. What's the point of it? But like last week, there was 3 days in a row when I walked into the locker room at LA Fitness, and this guy was at the very end locker, and he was completely bent over, asshole and balls. Me coming around the corner, boom, asshole and balls. 3 days in a row. I'm like, God, I can't be walking into your asshole and balls every fucking day. Like, I got to come in at a different time. Like, what is going on here? And it's not like I was coming at the same time. It was like he got a signal that I was coming. And like, hey, your boy's coming around the corner. Boom,
He's
asshole.
looking in the mirror.
Yeah, boom, asshole and balls. Like, wide open. Like, I don't.
Young dude, old dude?
The old guy.
Was he well groomed?
See into him. Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't.
Just
I'm like,
long
dude,
balls.
I don't need to be looking upside you at fucking 9:30 in the morning, dude. Fucking button it
Dingleberries
up.
and all hanging out.
Yeah, I mean, he just got out of the shower, so he's clean, but it's just like, what the fuck,
And his
man?
old balls.
By Harold, I see the hemorrhoids are acting up.
yeah, like they're fucking flaring up.
Old dudes, I
I
mean,
just don't understand, like, why they got to do it.
it happens everywhere. And something about old dudes, they just love being naked in locker rooms.
Yeah,
It
but
happens all-
3 days in a row with asshole and balls in your face,
If
like the
it's not-
same asshole and
If it
balls.
wasn't you being victimized, it would have been someone else.
Yeah, you guys are on the same schedule, dude.
Yeah, or maybe this dude is just like a major creep, because once he does it, I hit the corner, then I get out of there. So maybe this dude's just like doing it 30
He's in there
times
all
a
day.
fucking day
Yeah.
and seeing who's going to take the bait.
I would bet him $50 that he wouldn't do it 3 days in a row to the same
It
guy.
says, yeah, that guy's open for business.
Dude.
Ready and
fucking
willing.
wild.
Yeah, dude, it's nuts.
I went on a little jog on Sunday morning, and no Steeler game, so I went down to the North Shore. I like ran the trail down there. Nice run, you know what I mean? There's just white people everywhere. And I'm like, what are these? They're not working out. They're just like hanging out. There's like people fishing, which okay, like fish. Like a couple people on boats, not too many. And then there's just people like lined up with their chairs and their Dunkin' Donuts and like just watching the river.
Enjoying the river.
And I'm like, did these whites drive down to the North Shore,
Absolutely.
pay to park? Well, I guess when there's no game going on, you could street park their car, take their little fold-out camping chairs, walk them down to the river, post them up, open a box of Dunkin' and sit there with their family? Is that what's going on right now? It's insane. To look at the river in October. I mean, it was nice, don't get me wrong, but like, go for a walk. Like, wait, you're just going to park and just look at the point? The fountain ain't even on.
What was the age? Like, give us the average age down there on these river watchers.
I honestly can't.
Would
Like,
it be
it was all
like
over the place. It was adults.
Kids and adults.
Yeah, but I seen like older people with like their grown up children. Like,
All Caucasian.
bro, what do you think? It was like mind blowing. Like, how long do you do that for? You know what I mean? What's the end game there?
Once the coffee's done.
Yeah.
I couldn't do
Coffee's
it at
done.
all. Well, but you'd at least walk.
Yeah,
Let's
you gotta
take a
get that
walk down
coffee
there,
buzz, you
turn
start
around.
moving.
Yeah, once I could definitely like go down to the river and walk.
Yeah, of course. I went to the river. I went to run down there because
Right.
it's a nice run.
But not to
like
sit.
to go and bring your chair and sit
That's
seemed a little
not-
fucking nutty to me.
Yeah, I have to agree with you on this 100%.
Dude, I was-
Maybe they're looking at you like, why is this asshole running? Why don't you just relax?
Yeah, they're just eating donuts. Like, look
They're-
at this
look
asshole.
at him. Maybe they're not, into physical fitness.
How stupid is he?
That's
running?
something I don't understand.
Yeah,
so fit.
you're so fit.
I don't know. Yeah, I found it strange. But I mean, people go to the park and lay in hammocks and fucking lay in the grass, all itchy. I'll never understand that.
I could never.
I'd
do it.
rather sit in a chair by the river than lay in the grass.
Yeah, at least you can watch the river, I guess. you
Yeah,
know?
well, and you're not gonna be. I'd be the itchiest dude in the world just laying in grass. Fucking fleas and worms and everything. Fucking, I don't need that. I don't know. I found it strange, but
Yeah, you want
It
to smell
eats
the
his
dirty
own.
river.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
fucking
good.
man. I'm like, gambling's fucked. I'm like running by the casino, and I'm like patting my shit real quick, and I left my wallet in my car. I'm like, oh fuck! Like I was literally gonna stop mid run, go get a little roulette action, go and run back. So next week when I leave next Sunday and I tell Leanie I'm going on a run, I am going to run. I'm going to run the casino with a couple $100, see if I can hit a lick, then run back.
I like that.
Yeah, treat yourself. You know what I mean? You're working out on a Sunday
Little
morning.
weekend.
Yeah.
Mischief. Ever heard-
Yeah,
ever
that's
heard
crazy
about
enough.
it?
Yeah, we'll get into some little weekend mischief later in the show.
Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah. Let
But
me
yeah.
know what time you're going running. I'll meet you down there.
I like running.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you just run run up right to the door all sweaty, hit 23, 28, 33, boom, 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 3,500 out the door. That'd be a great Sunday.
Yeah.
Speaking of running, you know who's running? Brian Laundries, and he's running from the dog.
Dude, the dog's fucking buying airplane fucking banners and flying them over the fucking. It said "Aloha Brian Laundry," dog, like on the little island he thinks he's on and shit.
Dude,
What a perfect.
You know what, though?
Like,
He's made more progress than the fucking FBI did.
well, he's made a lot of progress for himself.
Yeah,
Let's be honest,
yeah,
the
dog.
dog was out of the picture.
I'm pretty sure the FBI's down there too. They just ain't the dog fucking.
No.
So the dog's out there. He's selling trying to sell a reality show.
Whatever
So-
he's trying to sell, he's trying to find this boy.
So I don't know, man.
That's the dog's caller, dude. He's going to get him.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
feel
I
like
hope
this.
he does.
I feel like the story's died down a little bit. Like,
The only hype on the story has been literally from the
The
dog.
dog.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. But you're not even like when I put this in the show. This was from like almost 5-6 days ago.
And it wasn't a huge article. It was just saying like how the dog was down there, did that, and how
Like
he's
if
trying
it wasn't for the plane fucking
Yeah.
banner, we wouldn't even be talking about it right now.
So in a way,
So this dude got to be dead, right?
he might have offed himself, or in a weird way, like the dog is the only one keeping this story alive.
Yeah, because TikTok moves fast. You don't even really hear about it on TikTok and shit like that. I'm sure if you search it out, you're gonna find enough. But like when it first was happening, it was just popping up on my like regular feed.
It was trending.
It was trending.
Yeah.
It was on the For You.
Yeah,
So, Jack, do you have that little article?
I do. Yeah, this fucking thing is so. These people that like post about their kids saying like remarkable things is like the craziest thing in the world, and like most of them, there's no way that's true. This is the craziest one I think I ever read.
And we're definitely after we're done with this, we're gonna go to YouTube if your kids would ever say anything like this. So, all right, today I asked my 8-year-old what he wants to be when he grows up. His answer: I want to be an ally.
An ally.
Ally. Oh, ALLY. I was no. I'm serious. Allies. ALLIE.
Yeah, it's misspelled, but why the fuck would you want to be an ally?
Because the abbreviation thing. Listen, I was confused. Maybe he learned about the access and the allies, and you're right.
Yeah, no shit, I'm right. The kid wanted to be an ally. I mean, it's almost as stupid as him wanting to be an ally.
I wanted strippers and drugs inside me all the time.
No, let me read this. So I asked him, "You mean you want to be like a soldier?" He looked at me with a pitying smile. What a silly mom I was, and said, "No, Mom, I want to be an ally to the African Americans, the Latino, the Pacific Islanders, and the LGBTQ2 community.
8-year-old.
I want to be an unconditional support for all the disadvantaged minorities and marginalized communities that need someone to stand by them. That's where I want to be when I grow up." I was choking back tears of pride when he told me this, but I know kids can be fickle. Last year, he wanted to be an astronaut. So I asked him why exactly he wanted to be an ally, and he scolded me. I don't want to be an astronaut. How can I be so selfish as to want to leave Earth in the horrible state it's in? I don't want to be a doctor. How can I keep healing bodies when society that's sick? This is still an 8-year-old. I don't want to be a lawyer. How can I strive for judicial justice? How can I strive for justice through a judicial system that is inherently racist and oppressive? No, Mom. What I want to do for a living is a whole different matter. What I need to be is an ally.
It's an ally.
It's
an
a
ally.
fucking ally.
Dude, this is like a fucking like essay that could get you into Harvard.
They call that a
This
dissertation.
this is fucking such bullshit.
Yeah, there's no way an 8-year-old said that.
There's-
and
there's-
if he did, he was coached.
No.
You know what I mean? Like he read it off a piece of paper.
I don't even think. No, Z-Bird just had a hard time reading that. He's 40 years
He thought it
old.
was an alley.
Yeah, I thought it was an alley.
He thought he's making a left in the alley.
So, Rosalda, your oldest is 8. Could you ever fucking imagine?
No, she would never say nothing
Of
like
course,
that.
of course
I mean,
not.
They
This
say
is,
some
do,
wild,
do they say
wild,
some? Do they say some
adult-like
shit?
stuff? But
Yeah. What's do you have anything like crazy, or is it just like the way their tone? Sometimes you're like, Jesus Christ, you
my
sound like you're.
6-year-old, we were at a birthday party, and she came downstairs, and she said, "There's so much drama upstairs." I'm not even gonna say the little girl's name. She was like, "What's her name's going through some shit." You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
That's crazy.
yeah.
But
That
that's believable.
Yeah, that's
That's
believable.
exactly what she said. I'm
Yeah.
like, don't say shit to me.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's the
problem?
But
Yeah.
I want to hear the drama.
Yeah, right.
I want to hear the
Tell me
drama.
the gossip later.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
they,
she,
they pick
is
up
she talking about
everything you
mommy
say.
and daddy again?
Yeah,
I know.
right.
I got the backstory there. I can tell you that.
But dude, right away, everyone knew this was bullshit. I mean, it
Yeah, she got
torn to-
destroyed on the fucking internet.
Yeah. Like people were like, all right, we want proof. You know what I mean? There is no proof. You wrote a fake letter.
Right, let's see this kid.
Yeah, let me see this. Let
I
me
want a
see this
video.
genius.
Let me see this alley.
Yeah, he's in
Put this alley on fucking TikTok. He'll be a superstar.
Yeah. I mean, that's just fucking nuts. First off, how's any 8-year-old know all those words? Because there's tough words in there.
Yeah,
Like
fuck yeah.
alley.
It said the
still fucking this up.
LGBTQ2.
No, yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
I don't know what that is. I mean, I have an idea what that is.
I know what LGBT.
I'm like 3 numbers back.
I'm LGBT. I don't know what the Q.
LGBTQ.
If, the only way he could say that, because my one daughter has super good memory, is like watching it off a show and repeating it verbatim off a show.
Yeah, then he is some type of genius
Right.
that has like photographic like,
Right.
memory, or I don't even know what you would call that.
Like you watch something, like dude, like
You
my
just
kids,
retain. You
my
retain.
kids can
yeah.
recite like all these shows, and like that's where they get like a lot of.
Yeah,
the
you
shit.
can retain this information and repeat
That's
it.
the answer right there, I think.
But
I think the
it's still bullshit. I don't believe that's
Right,
happened.
if your
but-
mom's sitting you down and watch C-SPAN, then she's not a good mom.
yeah, at 8 years old. But like the fact that like his mom like put this up her just in hopes to go viral, and she did.
But not
yeah,
the
but
way
for
she-
all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, but even I think if you put this up, you have to know you're probably going to go viral for all the wrong reasons.
Maybe
Right.
she's
So you're probably
naive.
it's going to be like 75% like Jesus Christ, you're a fucking moron. There's no way this is true. And then there's going to be 25% who's just as kooky as you. Or her you never know what like people's social media looks like. It could be full of like crazy people that all agree with each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah, echo chamber.
Echo chamber, like, oh, he's the greatest. He's gonna be president. Blah blah blah. That kid ain't gonna be shit.
he ain't gonna be an astronaut
Nah,
or a doctor or a fucking lawyer.
And I guarantee he can't catch a football.
And he's gonna be living in a van down by the river.
He'll need an alley then.
Yeah. He'll have a cardboard sign and a dog.
Fucking loser.
Little piece of shit.
Fuck that kid.
Oh, dude.
Well, let's
All
take
right.
a little break here.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll come back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Man, the other day I went to the hunting supply store and I got a cooter detector and it goes beep, beep, beep. And I'm driving through the south side. Next thing I know, that thing starts going off like crazy. Beep, 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 beep. It took me right into 12 Whiskey Barbecue at 1222 East Carson Street. Man, that cooter detector's the best thing I ever bought. I ain't never seen so much cooter in my life. When I went in there, I couldn't believe my eyes. I never seen so much cooter. I went in there for the cooter, but then I looked at the menu and the food was delicious. Some of the best barbecue in the burg. Not only that, they had every drink I could ever think of. So 12 Whiskey Barbecues filled with cooter, barbecue, and good drinks at 1222 East Carson Street. Make sure you stop down if you like cooter, barbecue, and drinks. 10-4. Hey, what's going on, everybody? You're probably looking outside your house right now, and it probably looks nice. Well, maybe it looks like shit. If it looks like shit, call 412-521-9045, Rosado & Sons Landscaping. And guess what? We just don't do landscaping. That's right, folks. Do you have some concrete outside? It's looking weathered. Maybe your back deck looks like shit. Are you sick and tired of looking outside and seeing shit? Well, did you know that Rosado & Sons also does pressure washing too and free quotes? So call 412-521-9045. It's very affordable and reliable. Make sure this summer get all your projects done and call Rosado & Sons 412-521-9045. Don't hesitate. You'll be late. What's going on, everybody? It's almost that time of the year where you got to go get your sidewalks or your steps fixed. And I don't trust a lot of these idiots out here right now. I really don't. Thank goodness Giuseppe & Sons is in the area, and they're always on the job. If you're looking for any type of masonry work this season coming up, please call Giuseppe & Sons, 412-421-6711, and make sure you tell them Rocco sent you, huh? Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm the host of Greenfield's Finest Podcast, Michael Z. Birds Idell, and I'm not joking around today because I'm looking for your sports cards, sports memorabilia, or silver coins. If you're in the market to buy, sell, or trade, please contact me at 724-732-1644. Maybe you have some old cards laying around, you don't know what to do with them. We'll come over your house, look at them, get them listed, and get some money in your pocket right away. 724-732-1644. No questions asked. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner, and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. We're about to jump into Corn Dick of the Week. Money line, who be Corn Dicking this week?
Salt Bay.
Yeah.
I honestly think I might have a new enemy here.
Yeah.
I fucking hate this fucking dude. He's a fucking weirdo. I think he crushes people for these like steaks that he goes and salts with his little salt hand.
Yeah.
This dude has 37 million followers on fucking Instagram.
That's insane.
That's insane.
So everything video he posts is monetized. He's killing it.
He's killing it. He has like 16 restaurants. So I'm not like gonna hate on that, but I am gonna hate like so that he had a article written about a New York Times, and there's like 30 ridiculous quotes here. I'll read one. Now everybody wants to be a butcher because of me, which is just a fucking crazy thing. Just to start off, like, oh, there's children that want to be butchers because of you, Salt Bay. Now everybody wants to be a butcher because of me. Now, ask a kid, they want to be a Salt Bay. They see me as an idol. I'm an inspiration to a lot of people in a very short period of time. Like, dude, you need to get something bad needs to happen to you.
That's what Gemma says to me all the time. She's like,
It's
I wanna be
like, oh, what do you want to be? Like, oh, I'm going to put salt on a steak. Like Salt Bay. Like, listen, I'm sure kids do see it and they think, like, it's funny. Ha, ha, ha. Just like everybody did fucking 3 years ago. Ha, ha, ha. How the fuck is this still a thing, and why is the Times writing on him? And, like, the fact that I can't imagine what this fucking dude's ego's like if he's fucking, like, saying shit like this. It's going to be the whole article was just one crazy how great I am butcher Salt Bay guy fucking quote after another. It was non-fucking stop. I had enough of him. He got to go.
And even in like some of the videos when he's feeding people, it's like so obnoxious. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like a big presentation when he comes to the table. Fucking, he wants everybody to have their cameras out, and he's like hamming it up for like Instagram. Like, dude, put the steak down,
Wait,
Salt
who
Bay.
did he try to feed? And they were like, no.
Yeah, he tries to
that's
feed.
right,
Yeah,
yeah.
one dude on the one NFL player or NBA player, I
Yeah,
forget who.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
yeah,
He tried to
so-
feed him.
He tried to like he cut the
tried
steak
to
up,
feed
salted
him.
it up, and he tried to put it in his mouth. Dude was like, dude, just put the
yeah,
meat,
I'll
put the
take
meat down.
I'll
Get
take it
out
from
of
here,
here,
pal.
You're a fucking sweaty ass white t-shirt. Take the
Weirdo.
fucking hike. Fucking creeping everybody out. Fucking,
Get out of here.
Now you think you're some type of fucking hero. Get the fuck out of here.
He's an
Creep.
inspiration
He's
to
not.
a young generation of butchers.
But I haven't met one kid in the past 3 years
In my life.
that said, hey, you know what do you want to be? Like, oh, I want to be a butcher. Like,
I feel
Salt
like
Bay.
the only way you want to be a butcher if like your dad was a butcher,
Right.
Or like
Right.
your
If
uncle's
you
a
grew
butcher.
up in it,
Your
yeah.
family owns a butchery.
long line of butcher. Long line of butchering.
Butchering. Yeah.
My father was a butcher.
Yeah. So like you've been butchering fucking since you've been like 6 years old. You've been cleaning out like cow assholes. So
yeah.
like,
Now you
Right.
make
so
the
you're
web the
used.
butcher.
Yeah.
It's in your blood.
That makes sense. And like that's probably it.
But like
And that's the list.
if it wasn't for social media, like Salt Bay would not be. I mean, that wouldn't be no one would care.
He
about
does it, dude. He does it like
There's
this.
a little-
You'd see a couple people, like there'd be people in New York that would know about Salt Bay, and that would be it. That would be it.
I don't know, dude. When I couldn't like if I had to guess, if you say how many fucking Instagram followers does Salt Bay have, I probably would have said like 1 or 2 mil, just because I know how corny the country is.
Yeah.
37 million.
That's a
what the
lot of
fuck
fuck.
is
You
going
said
on?
this 39.
Maybe, yeah. Who knows?
I mean, that's
Fucking
fine.
Anything
whatever,
over
tomato.
35 is unbelievable.
Anything, yeah. Anything over like a mill's a
Yeah,
ton, but
yeah.
like for like a guy that fucking cooks a couple steaks and puts some salt on it, that's outrageous.
I mean, I love
If
salt.
you get to that many followers and you post a video, I mean, like you're making tens of thousands of dollars per video.
Yeah, it's really.
And he's posted
I didn't
millions.
even
insane.
know who he was until this show. honestly.
Neither
Yeah,
did
yeah,
I.
It'd be
yeah,
like
yeah,
when
yeah.
you explained to him like a few shows back with Salt, you know who Salt Bay is. I'm like, I don't.
Yeah,
Not a
right.
clue. And then I watched the video, and then that's when the dude was like, "No thanks."
Yeah, it's just it's fucking strange, man. The internet's a strange place. Like you get so lucky sometimes. Like one weird thing hits, and the next thing you know, you got 37 million followers on
And you're
fucking
a
Instagram,
gazillionaire.
Right.
and you're about to be stupid. Yeah, I think you're about to say he's about to have like, he has like 14 restaurants, and he's gonna have 19 by the end of the year or some crazy shit like that. Like, dude, holy fuck, Salt Bae. But yeah, I feel like this is gonna end bad for Salt Bae one way or the other.
Hopefully, he stashes
You don't get an
some
ego
stuff.
like this the way he's talking, and like shit doesn't hit the fan for
Because
you.
people were, here's why. Number one reason. Everyone's like, people are starting to root against you.
Yeah, like
Like, you
if
were
you
humble about it, but like, you're, come on, dude.
Yeah, if he would have been like, "Oh, I'm just happy to be here," like I was cleaning out cow assholes fucking 6 years ago, and
Oh,
no,
dude, I'm so
do
glad.
butchers clean out cow assholes? Like, what do they do
I
with
mean,
the
they
cow's
probably got to
assholes?
cut around them.
They're
Yeah.
gonna cut the asshole out. That's a delicacy.
See, no
Delicacy.
kid wants to do that job.
Yeah, I don't want to. Dude. You're looking
He's
at
like,
me.
man, I invented salt like 3 years ago. I'm so glad I brought
The
it
big
to
hole
world.
not eating meat thing's gonna kill Salt Bae. That's
Yeah,
just gonna take out Salt Bae. He's
that'd be great.
I'm about to go vegan.
just to take down Salt Bae.
Old Bill Cosby thought it was a good idea to put his 2 cents in about the R.Kelly trial.
Yeah.
Bill, why don't you just sit that one out, brother?
Yeah.
Why in the so Bill Cosby thinks R.Kelly got railroaded, bro.
Is that a term
There-
for peeing on women?
There is so many girls that came out against both of them.
Yeah.
But like R. Kelly, it's just R. Kelly got he's fucked, right?
It's
He-
way more video. You have video evidence against
Right.
R. Kelly. Like
But R.
video.
Kelly's girls were all underage, weren't they?
Not
under-
all of- most of them.
A lot of them
But
were.
Cosby's were just
Yeah,
you know,
Cosby.
he
just
drugged,
drugged them.
just
Just
drugged
drugged
and
them.
raped.
It's a
Right.
different beast.
Yeah.
It's a whole nother
Same
animal.
family.
Like Bill,
Yeah.
you got
Different streets.
you got out of jail on a technicality. Just fucking
Just be
Go
quiet.
away.
Him and
Shut
OJ, dude,
up,
need to
man.
shut it down.
somehow OJ's like in the mainstream again. It's fucking insane. And
He's like, can you believe this shit?
I'll catch myself. OJ will be drinking like an Arnold Palmer at like some sweet ass country club, like talking about fantasy football, and I'll be watching it. Like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, how is this happening?
Yeah, he's like, man, that stupid Bill
He was-
Cosby.
but he was like, he was trying to say like about R. Kelly. He was like, he didn't have anyone in there fighting for him. His attorneys didn't do a good job. Like, what did they really have to work with?
Nothing.
Nothing at all. They had
saw
video.
It was just
video.
woman after woman, documentary after
After
documentary about what a creep R.
Everyone's
Kelly
seen the
is.
fucking documentaries. Like,
Yeah.
there's no
Eight-
way.
it was
He was
8
guilty.
parts.
If you didn't think he was fucking guilty, you're an idiot.
I mean, is he doing time?
Yeah.
He's
So he
doing
got
like-
convicted.
I think he got like 20 years or some shit like
Wow.
that. I think it might even be more than that. Yeah, they're not playing games with R. Kelly.
and they
He's
didn't even
fucked.
get to the civil part yet. I mean, he's going to be,
He's done.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, he's
Between
bankrupt.
lawyer fees and that, he's when he gets out of jail, will be bankrupt.
Dude. Yeah, that's civil money. I feel like that's bullshit, though. I feel like that never gets paid.
Why? Because OJ never paid it back.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of
And
people
OJ's
get away with
golfing
it.
and
Yeah, he's
Fort
at,
Lauderdale
he's
and
at
Talking
fucking-
about fantasy football.
having the greatest time of his life.
yeah, eating at Salt Bae's restaurant.
Eating at Salt Bay.
What a-
Salt Bay and
What a reservation
Bill
that would
Cosby
be.
having
Fucking
40.
Cosby, R. Kelly, and fucking
Yeah.
Salt Bae at a table. Blow the whole fucking restaurant
Send
up.
a bottle over to OJ.
The Brewers, I don't know this dude's name. Anyway, this pitcher, this reliever for the Brewers, they clinched like the playoffs. He got all fucked up, the champagne showers, the beers, dumping on him, fucking gets all fucked up that night. Said he got pissed off about something, punched the wall, broke his hand. He's out for the whole playoffs.
And the magnitude of that dude, because like I did a little bit of research on him, he was like how Mariano Rivera was to the Yankees back when they were fucking
What a
unstoppable.
fucking idiot.
That's
What
what.
a
That's
fucking
what.
idiot.
You
What a
cut
bad
him right
drunk.
now. dude.
That's how this dude was to the Brewers. He was like that key of a. He was gonna be pitching in every single game to close it out. Every single
He's their
game.
ace, is what you're
You
telling
know,
me.
he's the closer. So
yeah.
Closer.
Yeah.
You know what that's going to cause now? The people are not going to want them to get fucked up after they clinch shit.
For sure, no doubt. It's gonna
He
like,
ruined it
it's
after
gonna
all
be,
these
all right,
years.
Yeah, people are getting blacked out, having a good time, like fucking. And now they're like, all right, go the fuck home. He got in a fight with his chick or
I was
a
just
chick.
gonna say, I would love to see the
He was having the
reason.
time of his life. She started his shit.
She ruined
She
it.
started her shit. And fucking, he was just like, leave me the fuck alone. I'm going to the fucking World Series. And he punched the wall, broke his hand. Game over.
he should have totally fucking like I get it'd be lying, but he should have lied. I feel bad, guys. I was a little too drunk and I fell down the steps. Don't say you fucking assaulted the wall.
See, no, I like the honesty of it because he came up. He came
It
like,
doesn't help your case, though, Annie.
well, I just, if
How long's he out?
he's the remainder of the
Can he
season.
play?
But he was just like, dude, he was like, I drank too much. I got mad about something. And I punched the wall and I let my team down. I let the city down. I like that better than him fucking trying to hide it,
Yeah,
saying he
'cause
found
then
on his set. Like, it's just more real.
Then his
you know what I
girlfriend
mean?
would be like, listen to the text message.
Yeah,
you get. Look at the
exactly.
hole in our wall.
And then like in a week or
Yeah.
or two, like fucking, she'll be on Instagram like, and this is where he punched the wall. And
Yeah, right.
She might have been holding out.
I mean,
over his head.
everybody's punched the wall here. Not after we just clinched to go to the playoffs and make a World Series run, but like,
But we've all
you punched
been
the
a
wall.
Yeah.
Everybody's punched a wall.
Stupid. That's a young man's game, punching a wall.
Yeah, I'm too old for
Especially,
that shit.
I mean, if it was drywall, he'd have been fine. I have a feeling he had some concrete.
Sometimes you hit a concrete, sometimes you hit a stud, and you're super fucked.
Well, that's the thing. You got to know what kind of wall you're punching.
Yeah, you can put your hand through a
I
fucking
got a wall in my
drywall.
basement. I
Yeah,
know
but-
where I could punch it if I have to because, right. I'm not going to hit a stud, no concrete.
Yeah, that definitely fucking hurt.
But dude, what's up with these TikTok trends? God, explain.
Devious Licks.
This is crazy.
What a weird name.
Yeah.
Devious Licks. So
That sounds
these-
like a porn.
It does.
Yeah.
It's kind of
That's
hot.
what that dude in the gym
I
was
was
looking
just
for.
thinking that he wanted his root greased. He wanted that devious lick from Moneyline.
The guy showed me his butthole in the gym. I'm not doing any devious licks at LA Fitness, I'll tell you that. So the kids on TikTok, they're running out of shit to do. So they're moving on to vandalism, which I understand. Like, we vandalized some shit when we were kids.
Yeah, but we didn't broadcast
We
it.
definitely didn't like try to go famous. We didn't try to get famous from vandalizing
Thank God we
shit.
didn't have this.
We
shit.
would have. Yeah, we
we
would
would've.
have. There's no doubt in my mind that we would have vandalized. We would have like videotaped their vandalism. But these idiots are. It started off like just like something stupid. A kid stole like a package of like masks off the
Yeah.
teacher. Then they stole like a soap dispenser, and now, I mean, TikTok is just a whole. Everybody's trying to one up each other nonstop. They're just destroying school bathrooms. I'm saying like kicking
Yeah.
stalls over, fucking ripping everything
ripping the
apart.
dividers
Fucking
down.
ripping
I
the
heard they
ceiling
like, stole
down.
a toilet. And they're like,
Yeah,
how
they're
the fuck
fucking-
did they steal a toilet?
I mean, they're
They-
unscrewing
this dude
toilets.
came with his dad's
Yeah,
razors
right,
and
yeah,
shit.
got a ratchet set.
I thought now they're like slapping fucking.
So like
teachers.
yeah,
That's the
so,
next thing, yeah.
So
My
like they're
fault.
fucking destroying school property is one thing. Everyone's fucking done that. Now like it's going around like then the next devious like is to slap a teacher in her face, which is
Insane.
Just
insane. And like not only it's insane to do, but it's insane to be like, hey, it's a warning shot. Like teachers like fucking knock if you buck. You know what I mean? 'Cause here we come. And I seen a tweet like from somebody were like they're like I hope this happens. Like I'm fucking 39, 40 years old. I've been waiting for a moment like this. If one of these kids fucking slap me, I'm beating the fuck out of them. I want all the smoke. In reality, if a kid like comes up to you and hits you and has his phone out and try to go famous on TikTok, you should be able to beat the
Yeah.
brakes
You
off
have
that.
every right to.
Beat the brakes off that kid.
And not only that, if any kid does it, like actually goes through with this, they're gonna throw the fucking book.
He's
at
gonna
them.
get expelled. He's
Make
gonna
an
get
example.
criminal
You
charges.
think
Everything.
ripping the toilet out would be an expulsion anyway? But yeah, physically hitting it, that's just like, dude.
It's such a jump. Like, dude, TikTok, you're moving too fast, man.
Are
Like,
you trying to
could-
get
you
these
could have
kids
a
jammed
long-
up?
This could have been a long game.
They're brainwashing them 100%.
Dude, you remember like the bus drivers back in the day? Imagine if you're driving a bus and one of us come up and hit you. Like the one dude used to smoke Pall Malls and let everybody else smoke cigarettes on the bus.
Yeah, Weird Al Yankovic was a crazy motherfucker.
Like he will pull over and he's gonna hit you. If you want to hit him, he's gonna fight you.
But
Yeah,
that's-
Still Valley put like a notice out, like we're not playing games with this. If this
Norwin,
happens,
yeah,
you're
there's a
out. You're
bunch.
fucking out of here.
my girlfriend's dad, he used to be a teacher, and he was like irate about this. He still coaches over at TJ, and he was fucking irate. And I get it. He's old school. I mean, even if you're like you know what I mean, like. Dude, he was just like, "There's no fucking." He's like, "There's
Yeah,
no
but-
way this should be tolerated. Like, people should be promoting this." He was like, "These people go in there to teach." He's like, "Most of them don't do it for the money. They do it because they love teaching, want to help kids." He's like, "This is the thanks they get." And I thought about it like that. I'm like, that is fucked up.
Yeah, you could throw shit. It is fucked up. You can't punch it. You could like hit a teacher in the side of the head with a eraser, like all shit like that. Throw some like gum in their hair. Like that's all fair game. That's part of being a teacher.
Yeah.
You can't like strike them.
But you know they're gonna go for like the weakest link of a teacher, like
Yeah.
some,
Yeah,
like,
it's gonna be like a Mrs.
an elderly
Fodor.
woman.
Right.
You ain't gonna
Mr.
hit Mr.
Scratch.
Real.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna hit Mr. Real up, and dude, that sick maniac would
Choke
throw
you up.
somebody- Yeah, he'll choke you up.
He might have a Bowie knife in his
He
little
probably
desk
does.
drawer.
Odds are he does.
Yeah, you don't want to get.
Right next to his fifth of whiskey.
Dude, teachers are on such like they're on thin ice anyhow. They're ready to break it any fucking second.
Especially
you don't
like
want
a
to
public school.
Yeah, you don't want to be fucking with them like that.
Oh man.
Speaking of public schools, there was a threat of a school shooting, and the next day so the kids had. I think it was just a threat. They had school the next day. They didn't let the kids bring their backpacks to school, so they could just had to walk in with like just their books. So like nobody was allowed to have any bags. So these kids, knowing they're going to go viral if they do this, they went old school. They got like the one kid had like a belt, like tied his book back up, thrown over his shoulder. One dude brought in a laundry basket. One dude had like a wagon, and there was just all different forms of way to transport. They're like, that's good, that's funny, TikTok.
The belt
you guys
one
are doing
is
good,
funny,
dude.
yeah.
The belt one's fucking hilarious,
Yeah.
dude. That kid was like sitting there like, man, I need to carry him. And his dad was like, what do you mean? I'll grab my belt. 2 seconds.
That's how we used to
The
do
kid's
it.
fucking mind his mind was probably fucking blown. Like, belts are old. Like, we didn't carry belts to school. That was way before us. We had backpacks.
That was like before our parents.
Yeah, just to be clear, we weren't taking belts to school. I know we're a little older, but like we ain't that fucking old.
No.
From like the 1800s.
I had
Yeah.
a trapper keeper.
That's what Abraham Lincoln did.
Jebediah was on it.
Yeah.
I feel like the belt, like it's not. It
That's
has to be
hilarious.
shaky. You know what I mean? There's no way that holds all day.
To perfectly like get that right in the middle, the center of like all 4 books.
That's how you learn geometry.
Yeah.
But yeah, instead of like fucking metal detectors, they just like, hey, no book bags today. You guys are walking around with your books. It made me think of like when Alderdice, when East Hills and Hazelwood was fighting, and they bring in the metal detectors when they found a gun and shit like that. That was always a great day. One, you could get away with murder that day because like everybody was on high alert for like.
Unless you were committing murder.
Yeah,
you were
unless you were from those 2 neighborhoods and you were in a full blown gang war. If you were a white kid from Greenfield that day, you were going to get away with murder because no one was worried about you smoking weed and leaving and going to Wendy's that day.
Right.
That was way low on the priority list. But when they brought in the metal detectors like for like a week or whatever it was, every time there was like a threat, they would only put them at the front door, and it'd be such a and nobody would try to go in, and it'd be such a clusterfuck. Like you'd miss like 2 periods just trying to get in the building. It was
It's
fucking
like getting
great.
in the Steeler games.
Yeah, it was fucking
Yeah,
insane.
that's exactly what it was like.
Great idea, guys.
I was in the ski club, and like we got a bunch of snow that day, and fucking I like had my snowboard because we were going to Seven Springs after school, and I remember like I was like strapping up and like hitting jumps and shit like instead of going to school. It was great.
Yeah, because you would see all your friends outside, and you'd be like, "We're not going.
We're not going. Yeah, these nerds are trying. Like they got.
Yeah, they're fighting in line, and we're
Yeah.
standing there smoking a joint.
Yeah, we'll hang out for fucking hours out there.
I got beers in my book bag. We can make a party out of this."
But yeah, that was that reminded me of old metal detector days at Alderdice. They were always fun. Brother in arms. This might be our biggest brother in arms to date. Old Urban Meyer had himself a Friday night in Ohio.
Yeah. So,
Urban, he was just blowing off some steam.
Yeah.
You got to blow off some steam.
rough season.
Yeah, he's having a rough season.
I got to say something.
Go ahead.
They're 0-4. People are starting to like. There's a lot of naysayers out there talking about that team, talking about fucking Trevor Lawrence, all that. He took one for the team. Not one fucking person has mentioned them being 0-4 this whole week. I haven't heard shit about them being 0-4. All he did was he took his 2 fingers, went to the bar, had a couple beers, and fucking rubbed on some cooz.
Got him a little stinky.
Got him a little stink finger, and it was set up. The whole thing was a sting operation.
And like, who knows what his wife had set up? You don't know what Urban Meyer and his wife has set up.
They
Maybe
made
he
an
lets them.
arrangement.
Yeah, maybe they have an arrangement. Like, hey, Urban, you go to Ohio State every bye week or whatever time you weekend
Have some
off.
fun.
Go knock a couple down, knock 19 year
Maybe
olds
she'll
out.
hook
Have a
up
good
with
time.
their mistress.
Yeah.
Maybe she's
Oh,
like
that wasn't a
21
mistress.
home.
That was she
She
was a
was
little younger.
like-
No,
Cooz.
dude, you didn't look at the picture. Dude, she was probably like a good-looking 50-year-old.
Nah, are you sure?
Dude, look at the picture. I think she's a good-looking 45 to 50-year-old.
All right, so I definitely saw. Yeah,
The girl he
there
took
was
a pic-
two. There
the
was
girl
two.
he took a picture with was the one who I think like blew this all out of proportion. She's like, "Who is this old guy hitting on me?"
That was the same one rubbing on him. Or he was-
No, that was a different
No,
chick.
it's a different chick.
That was a different chick. She's the one I feel like that took the video. And,
Yeah.
she knew who Urban was.
Of course, in
She was
Ohio.
trying- yes, but it's Ohio State.
Yeah, I think it was like his bar or restaurant.
Yeah.
or shit like that.
Right. She was like, "Who is this old guy hitting on me?" Like she didn't know.
Urban
Set
ain't a
him
bad-looking
up.
cat.
No. He
He
got
had a
locked
little,
over
he had a,
for
he had
it.
a little quarter zip on. You know what I mean?
Smash
He was
his
feeling.
face.
I mean, you see
His
his
hair
eyes.
looks great.
Nobody was home.
No, he had a couple whiskey sours.
Yeah,
Maybe hit a little doobski.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the day gets away from you.
Right.
He's on them Delta.
But dude, he was definitely doing a little dry rub underneath the chick. I mean,
There was some cupping.
yeah,
There was some cupping that maybe shouldn't have went on.
yeah.
But it's not. They said he was like they were trying to drag me out to the dance floor and dance. Like, okay, Arbor.
I was dragging her back by her vagina.
Is that how you stopped her? Like,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
please.
Yeah, he definitely had a handful of cooz. Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
His hand was filled with cooz ooze. And, like, but the thing was, let's be honest, she didn't hate it.
She was grinding on it.
She leaned into it.
She was grinding back and forth. So I think she's more guilty than
He was
I
blowing
think
off
they-
some steam.
They took advantage of a
He's
drunken
having a
urban
rough
Meyer.
He's an old man.
He's having a rough year.
Yeah, dude. And
Dude,
now
why don't you mind your business? You're gonna take videos of other people.
Yeah, leave him and go. Let him go.
yeah, you know
Just
what I
to,
mean?
like, get yourself a
He
little
did
bit of
enough for
notoriety.
Ohio. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna fucking shit on the guy, set him up.
Yeah, he's
some
never
kind
to
of
come
scandal.
back.
Yeah.
Like,
Thanks a
my
lot,
thing is
Ohio.
like, how could you stand there? Like, I get it. Like, I'm not saying that what he did was right. I don't really care. It's not my family. But like, how can like a TV reporter be like, "What did your wife have to say, Urban?" Like,
Yeah,
none of
shut
your
the fuck
fucking
up.
business.
You shut the fuck up,
What
you
she
loser.
said.
But she told you
The
to
fact that he had to
go
go,
fuck yourself.
he had to go in there Monday morning, and like he was on a 2-day hangover. You could tell he was
Yeah,
still hurt.
yeah.
Fucking,
Came
and
with
he was
sunglasses.
like, "Yeah, I made a really bad decision. I mean, I should have went home. You know what I mean? I should have put myself in that position. I always tell the players not to do it. I should have went home. And like everybody knows, when you have a high anxiety drunk night, you always say like, "Man, I should have went home." Like, yeah, no shit, Urban. It sucks that he has to do it on national TV.
Well, I
in
didn't say-
Israel.
yeah, like, do you
what does
think-
your wife feel
What
about
do
it?
you
Like,
think like his 20-some-year-old players thought about it? They were like, "That's my man, or that's my coach."
yeah,
It was a bonding experience for one. Because
Yeah.
really, Herb's just like,
No.
Yeah,
it's
it's out
called
there.
it's called team building.
yeah,
Yeah.
He's
He's like, Coach, I seen you had a handful of pussy the other night.
and that's the thing. They're like, damn, Herb still got it. You know what I mean? He got some moves. The old, you know what I mean? I'll put my knee here, my hand here, and something's gonna get some pussy.
yeah,
Little knee pussy
yeah,
or
see-
hand pussy.
yeah. Someone's gonna get warm.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, but I'm just like, dude, like these reporters, like, how do we know you don't cheat on your wife? Like, who are
Yeah.
you to question me,
sit
right?
on
Because
your-
no one cares what
Dude,
they
it
do.
was on
that's
the
why.
ticker.
Dude, it was brutal.
It was like on the ticker. Like Urban Meyer says he doesn't usually cheat on his wife. Like,
Yeah.
Urban
you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about here?
handful of coos.
I love the Tebow remorse when dudes were like,
I can't wait to see the signs.
Tebow was people were like, if Tebow was there, this never would have happened. Like, I laughed at that.
He'll be repenting to Tebow.
Urban's not gonna. He's not getting out of this year in Jacksonville. They're gonna. They're gonna
They're
win.
supposed to
too.
stink this year.
They are. I just.
Dude, they look pretty
Urban
good.
needs
They
to go
haven't
to
took down the
USC, dude.
Bengals,
Take the USC job and fucking. You're a college guy, dude. And then you go to the college bars and fucking party your rocks off.
They're
Grab
so
all the coos you
yeah.
want.
You could just have,
Hey,
you could have
USC.
2 hands filled with coos. You know what I mean?
Just palm and coos.
Why cup 1 coos when you can cup 2?
2 in the hand is worth 1 in the bush.
I don't know. I think Urban caught a raw deal. He's just blowing off some steam.
Dude, it was like when Tiger Woods like cheated on his wife. Like, that's fucked up. Whatever. I'm not for cheating. You don't need to apologize to me, Tiger. You
Yeah,
right.
didn't mess up.
yeah.
I just want to watch you play golf. dude.
yeah, I don't know you. I don't know your
Can't
life.
play.
Yeah.
You probably shouldn't be in front of the TV right now. Maybe smooth this out with your kids. You know?
Yeah,
Who
right.
gives a fuck.
That's the one thing I hate is the public apology, because people will go out and they'll be like, I'm offended. Like, did this really matter to you? This Saturday night when we all start getting text message about it, was anyone like, oh man, this really fucked up my weekend? Why did Herb have to grab
It's just a
coos?
way to humiliate someone.
Yeah, I'm not.
That's
cool
why I
with
hate
it.
the chick that took the video. Like, who is this? Or
Yeah, you know
who's
exactly.
this old guy?
Yeah, you
She
know
wishes it was
exactly
her
who it is.
coos. That's why.
Probably
Yeah,
right.
yeah. She had coos envy.
Yeah, that's right, buddy.
Speaking of coos, Britney Spears got free this weekend and fucking just got naked on Instagram.
Yeah,
Good for her.
She got out of her conservatorship.
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 Yeah, thank God they were. I watched that whole documentary. That whole thing's nuts. I'm not going to dive too deep into it, but like, she was not literally allowed to make any choices on her own. Her dad was literally dictating who she was allowed to hang out with, who not, what she had to wear, everything like that. And
The
She had like an allowance,
The
right?
most fucked up part about that was like her dad was in charge of to hire lawyers. You know what I mean? So she's trying to get out of this.
Yep.
And like she couldn't even pick her own lawyers. Her dad, who was trying to keep her in this,
Stacking the deck,
is
obviously.
is paying the lawyer. So they had this lawyer on retainer that was just working this stupid fucking Britney Spears case. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
So, but Britney's a little kooky.
Yeah,
I
little
don't.
bit.
I don't think she needs to be in the conservatorship.
She just needs some good friends.
She needs to go
yeah.
to the weekend with Urban Meyer.
She needs the. I mean, maybe a little medicine, but yeah, she got free and she went to IG and she took her clothes off.
And then put like little flour pasties over her nipples. But you could see some nip. Because I heard guys were saying they zoomed in on the picture, and you can see a little areola.
Those flowers weren't too big, huh?
No, you can see a little nip, I think. But I watched that documentary, and like, dude, it blew my mind. Like you said with the lawyer thing, when she went into the court the one time with the lawyer, that she like had to like do like this high speed chase to get away from her dad, meet up with this other lawyer. Finally, like went to this court like hearing, and right away they were like, "Oh, we're sorry." You're not allowed to represent her. You weren't appointed by the conservatorship. So immediately her dad's like, sends Joe Schmo in there. It's like, yeah, no, we're fine the way it is. And like repeatedly got fucked over. They said those conservatorships are fucking literally impossible to get out of. So for her to get out of it, like,
yeah,
it cost her an arm and a leg.
Social media saved her.
Yeah. All those Free Britney people literally got her free.
They're like
No
marching.
doubt. Yeah.
It did. It really did. It put the heat
Hopefully it
on.
works out for her now.
Yeah, I know. First weekend out and you're naked on IG. It's not a great
K-Fed
start.
get a piece of the action, dude.
Yeah, fucking Salt Bae got more followers than her.
Yeah, and like when she's like, when I like saw those pictures, there was a time in my life when seeing Britney Spears naked was like would be a major thing.
Yeah,
and I always saw them, and I'm like, huh, this is almost a little sad. You know what I mean? It's not.
We're getting old.
It doesn't like move the needle like I thought it would.
I mean,
I didn't see them.
I seen him. Jack sent him to me, and then for some reason I sent him back to Jack. I'm like, hey, did you see this? He's like, I sent it to you 3 days ago.
You did that with two different things.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, dude. I'm like, whatever.
The mind might be going a little
Yeah,
bit.
maybe a little bit. But anyway, I like seen him. Like, she still looks great for.
No, yeah, she look. I'm not saying she doesn't look good.
How old is she?
39.
yeah,
She ain't
like
the oops, I did it again, girl. anymore.
No, she's not.
Yeah,
and you could tell like her eyes, they're a little kooky. Like no one's really steering that ship.
Lights are on, but nobody's home.
Yeah. Nick Cannon, man. Good for Nick Cannon. He's really put himself out there. He said he's going to go celibate until 2022.
It's two and a half more months.
Yeah, 2 months. Old Nick said he's gonna be
You
celibate.
got like 43 kids.
He has. Well, he had four kids this year.
Good for
So
him.
he has that puts him at 7. 4 in 1 year is a lot.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fucking.
with 3 different chicks. So 2 of them, the
Well,
one
that-
chick pounded out 2 kids in 1 year.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
There was 3 different women, 4 chicks.
There has to be a set
They
of
have some
twins.
twins, yeah.
It didn't say. All it said was he has 4 children.
He's very
with
I
three
guess
different
unless
women.
she had the kid
Yeah,
in
right.
January.
Maybe they're all like born in
Right. He
21.
jumped in there again before the stitches came out.
But for him, like, it's just so funny. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna go. Like, why don't these motherfuckers like even say shit like this? Like,
Who
if you're pound away, Nick.
Maybe
you're
he-
not.
maybe
Like,
he thinks
But
that-
you saying this. Do you think like it's gonna change your image of like? He got an image of being like a womanizer now. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
you know
I'm sure
what?
he's trying to clean that up. So he's like, his team's probably like, Nick, we gotta like clean up your image. We gotta like, how about you go celibate? And he's like, 2 months. I'll do 2 months. That's it. I can't do more than that. We'll say at the end of the year. How about that? And they're like, good enough, Nick.
Yeah, and no, that's another story where like no one cares, no one's gonna follow up with it. He said it like I think he was like under a little bit of pressure, like on a rap podcast, and like NORE I think hit him up like, hey, what's going on with this? And I think he was like, hey man, I'm going celibate till 2022 to try to stay out of the drawing. But 2022 comes, he's gonna be fucking away. And here comes 4 more
Well,
kids.
the thing about somebody famous, like I'm going celibate, like maybe he got some Nick Cannon groupies that are like, I'm going to get him out of the celibacy.
Oh, it's like that one movie with what is it, like 30 days and
40
40
yeah.
days, 40 nights.
Yeah.
Josh Hartnett or something
Yeah.
like said it was going to be celibate for 40 days, and the whole city of fucking San Francisco was trying to fuck him.
Yeah,
That's a great movie.
right.
And then they have that weird sex where they're just like staring at each other and they're trying to fucking. It's a weird movie. Powerball. Somebody finally hit it in California. Wasn't Eddie. But they did an interview with this guy in Shreveport. And it's live on the news, and I don't know, like the fact that the news still goes live isn't like in situations like this. You think they would learn their lesson, but they're living for moments like this. Like, so the guy's playing the Powerball. Like, so what are you gonna do if you win? He's like, I'm gonna get a dual exhaust Mustang and 5 kilos of cocaine. And the girl's just like, oh, so you really like cars, huh?
And
She played it off.
Yeah, and all the cocaine, 5 kilos.
Oh, dude. I mean, like,
least he has goals.
This isn't the first time this happened. The one dude who said a bunch of hookers and cocaine, like, you know what I mean? So, like, let's be honest. You win the Powerball, that's the answer you're going to get out of most people.
Listen, you win the Powerball, you're going to go missing for a month.
Yeah.
A handful of cooz and a boatload of cocaine.
Calling up Herb Meyer, we're going to Ohio State, and we're going to have a time.
I'm going to get a pallet of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey, Herb, open up that bar you got. Call those old broads. We're about to party.
And clean those hands up, buddy, 'cause they're getting dirty
Get
soon.
the sanitizer out.
You'll be cupping cooz in no time.
Send the wife on vacation.
Yeah, who gives a fuck if you're 0-17?
Jaguars stink.
Yeah.
Put yourself on the COVID list.
What a fucking answer that was. And then this fucking dude, this video just amazed me.
So
there's
many
no
levels, too.
there's no backstory to it. So it's just a video of a guy robbing a jewelry store that has no hands, no arms,
Like this.
no nothing, just
He's
completely.
holding a pistol with his foot.
And then he comes wheeling in on his wheelchair. I don't know how he was wheeling now that I'm thinking about it. How's he wheeling?
I don't know.
Might have been electric.
No, but even if it's
Yeah.
electric,
I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they can move with her. You ever see the thing like?
Yeah.
that's what he must have been doing.
I don't think he did though. Anyway.
He could have been kicking with his. I mean, yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. He could have. Someone could have rolled him in there, but he just fucking. He's in this jewelry store,
Pushed him in.
His getaway pusher.
and he pulls out this pistol with his
I'm
2
your
feet,
pusher.
and he just puts it up in the air to stick the place up. Got him at gunpoint, and like nobody reacts. He must do this like every Wednesday. Like, Charlie's again with his gun trying to rob the fucking joint.
What kind of place was it?
It looked like a little cheap jewelry store like
Yeah.
on the street or some shit like that. But he was trying to hit a lick, pulled out the old pistol with his feet, and no one batted an eye at him.
There was like it looked like probably like a 60-year-old lady off in the corner. She literally turned to him, looked at him, and continued trying on rings. Like no one stopped. And he's like sitting there trying to hold it with his feet. And there's no audio, so you can't hear what he's
Probably
saying.
demoralizing.
So, but like, if he's capable of doing that, he's definitely capable of pulling the trigger with his toe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or if he drops it and the gun goes off too,
But
because
how-
I can't imagine it's too secure in his toes.
Yeah, I don't know about
I'm
that
thinking-
aim.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. They're probably like, this motherfucker a better chance of shooting himself than us.
Yeah, I mean that's a dangerous situation.
You got his getaway.
He's like rolling around like on his toe, like a fucking like
Like
a
a-
shooter.
like-
Yeah.
He got one of them. He got like one of the handicap accessible like getaway vans. You know what I mean? They're just like
Ready to
waiting-
roll.
lower down with the little ramp.
It's like, oh, let's go. It's like,
He's like, yo, hit the ramp, and they're just like,
It takes forever to get it up. He's like, don't nobody move. It takes like 15 minutes.
He like Tokyo drifts onto the ramp. You know, he flies up in there.
it was quite the sight, man. I was like, what am I watching here? Zebra, what about this creep zookeeper we got?
dude. So there's over at the zoo that they have cranes there, and then there's like the crane, the guy that works with the cranes. Well, the female crane instantly liked. I think his name was John actually.
Yeah, and these cranes, I forget what type, a walnut crane. They're like
What?
super.
No, the crane's name was Walnut.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
And they're
crane.
super stink.
Yeah. So like they're trying to breed them. So they do like a weird. I don't want to say it's weird, but they do a mating dance when they're ready to mate. And she was doing it. The crane Walnut was doing it to John, who's an actual human being. John noticed this and knows all about these cranes, and like was like, I don't know what to do. And like we can artificially inseminate the crane with your semen. So we're like, okay, that sounds like a great idea. So they do, and like so basically he fucked the crane, and the crane has 4 babies, and not only this, like he's not even raising these cranes.
Well,
Cranes are
He's a
So-
deadbeat
so,
crane.
so
Yeah.
they tried to get this crane to mate with like other male cranes. She fucking killed them. The female crane killed the male cranes, and
Yeah.
for some reason she liked to cut a John's jaw jib.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
jib,
He was
the
like-
cut of his
so she
jib.
gave him the mating dance. He did the mating dance back.
Wait,
And
this is a grown.
This is a
human
Yeah.
this is a human, and we're talking about one of those tall birds with really
Yeah,
long,
yeah,
like
yeah,
skinny legs.
yeah.
Fucking, so they're dancing on each other, doing a little mating dance.
freaking
and like,
her.
Yeah, the shit's going wild. They're like fucking, they're hitting it off.
yeah.
So they're
is
like,
so
we could artificially inseminate, and usually they said they have to like strap these birds down to do this. This crane was so comfortable with this zookeeper, like they let her, like they were able to like fucking stick the turkey baster up her fucking woo-ha and squeeze it with just
Wait,
her
so
while she's dancing.
Was
They
he
say,
plowing while he did it?
I think
he doing the
I
herb?
think he was doing it. No, I think he was.
just did the
I
dance
think
with
they
the
were just like
baster?
dancing on each other, and then like someone went in with the
dancing, we do the
baster and
deed.
shot it up, and they knocked this crane up, and now this dude is like, he doesn't sleep at the zoo, but like he's there every day, and he knows like he's the dad, and like she thinks he's the dad, and like she doesn't even she thinks she's a human. She sees like other cranes and think they're trash. Like, get me away from these people. I want to be around the humans because like I got a human husband.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's just a bird fucker.
You just grabbed my cooz.
I think I wanted someone to do a deep dive into these zoos, man, because I think there's some really
That could
weird
probably
shit.
work
When
out.
you
Like,
first
they
said it,
probably
I
have
thought
a
you said he
relationship.
fucked her. I'm like, how the fuck?
I mean, he
did that-
kind of did. He did the mating dance and artificially
Is
inseminated.
it his sperm?
No, it's
Um,
bird.
Hey, wait, was he hard when it happened?
I mean, yeah, you're doing a mating dance. You're gonna get a little hard.
Obviously.
Yeah. You don't do it.
Jack, could you fuck a bird?
No, I'm terrified.
Dude, I'm going to be completely honest on this. Are you sure it's not his sperm?
Yeah.
All right. I swear I thought I read
That's
it.
what you were saying. I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way. This
I thought
thing
they
is-
said they used his sperm. And I'm like, how the fuck could they have had babies? Like, it wouldn't have worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't work.
Oh.
It'd be a human. It'd be a human.
What if
It'd be a bird man.
What if they have
Yeah.
a bird man? It's 6 months.
That's the last thing in the world we fucking need is
I'm
bird
not
men.
an animal.
Yeah, fuck
They
that.
found that. They found that eagle, Jack.
Yeah, no, I've seen that.
How the hell they wouldn't tell the story though? Where'd they find him?
They
Pine
fucking,
Township.
yeah,
He's
they
in a fucking like
they
a
probably
crack
shot
house.
that
No,
motherfucker.
someone's backyard.
They probably shot that motherfucker with a crazy dart and just
Oh, they
dropped
definitely
him.
tranquilized it.
No doubt. But yeah, that dude. I mean, to do the dance felt romantic and it worked.
And they said, I think the comments are hilarious, but the one thing is like in the article it says like John isn't your typical crane dad. He's not a fucking crane.
Yeah,
Of course
he's not. He's a
No
man.
doy.
And then it's just like him standing next to this crane. They're like the same height. He's looking all stupid. The crane's looking all fucking stupid. I'm like, what the fuck is
He
going
got
on?
a fucking
Then
a hard on.
They had to tell you that the baby cranes are being raised by other parents.
Like, dude, I don't like having guests on here. Yeah, like that's fucking. I don't like having guests on here too much. But like, if we could get a zookeeper in here, I got 1,000 questions.
Yeah.
And I know that we have to like get them maybe get them a couple shots of Espelon and get them a little loose up.
Maybe
because
some of them
I want
Delta
to.
eights.
I want to see the dark side of the zoo. You know
Oh,
what I mean?
yeah,
And
right,
I know it gets dark and weird in there.
It has to.
It has to.
And they
Like,
shut
how
the
many
place
people?
down.
Yeah, how
Yeah.
many people you got? Fucking llamas.
Yeah, there's a bunch. I bet you that, like everybody bangs each other in the zoo.
What if it's like just a bunch of freaks? And
That's
I
kind of
think
that's what I kind of think it is. I
and they
think,
just like the animals just watch.
you know, yeah. I'd like to someone do a deep dive behind the zoo.
We'll get on that.
So, all right, everybody, we're going to take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Are you sick and tired of partying with the same old and getting the old boring results? Looking for something maybe different? You need to try Espelon Tequila. 2 shots for a good time, 3 shots you might go get a package, and 4 shots you and your friends are getting on a plane to Vegas. Espelon Tequila, the official tequila of Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're sitting down right now and you're listening to the podcast or watching the podcast, you probably want to order a pizza. And if you do, make sure you order from Capizzuto's Pizza, the official pizza that Greenfield's Finest Podcast, located at 422 Greenfield Avenue, phone number 412-521-6570. Mention Greenfield's Finest Podcast whenever you call. Oh, man, I don't know if you guys have ever felt like this, but I woke up this morning and my toilet's running. I can't get it to stop running. My water bill last month was double. I didn't know what to do. Thank goodness for Niscatch Plumbing. I called them, they were there right away and took care of the problem, and it didn't cost me hardly anything. They're registered master plumbers and fully insured. That's Niscatch Plumbing. Phone number 412-337-4047. 412-337-4047. Thank you, Niscatch Plumbing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're like me, you probably have appliances in your house. TVs, ovens, dishwashers, microwaves, all types of stuff. That shit's going to break. And when it does, make sure you call Primetime Appliance, 412-896-1395. They deal with all insurance and warranty companies. They do all the work. All you have to do is call 412-896-1395. Primetime Appliance. Give them a call. I don't know about you, but I ain't got time to be packing boxes and moving stuff all the way around the tri-state area. I just don't got time for it. But I gotta move. What am I supposed to do? Thank goodness I found out about Miracle Movers. Fully bonded and insured, serving the Tri-County area. And they go long and short distance. I just found out they do commercial delivery too. That's Miracle Movers at 412-419-2620. 412-419-2620. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It looks like spring's right around the corner and them construction projects are popping up. Well, make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Licensed, insured, fully bonded, and they've been around for over 65 years. Make sure you call Allen Construction, 412-954-8337. Get the job done right. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield sFinestPodcast. We're about to jump into gear grinders. Johnny, what's grinding them gears?
Lead off spot again, huh? All right. So you ever miss out on something? You know, you don't go to something, and then the next time you see everybody, it's the best thing that's ever happened, the best time
Yes.
ever. So, you know what I mean? I went to sleep in Sunday. My family goes golfing Sunday. Like, I don't go. You know, my cousin Paul shoots a 78.
Nice.
It's great for Paul. I had to hear about it from like 3 different people. How like I missed the best day of golf ever, most relaxing. I had to replay everybody's shot. You know what I mean? They had to tell me like hole by hole.
Meanwhile, how many times have you gone golfing with your family?
Probably
Hundreds.
Every
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yeah, I missed a nice Sunday. I went out to breakfast. You know what I mean? Like really, I thought it was gonna rain, and it didn't.
Yeah.
So like I had a little bit of fear of missing out, and then the
Little
next day,
FOMO.
it's the best day ever. You know.
The funniest thing about the story is like the way his dad was telling it. And his dad's like, I mean, I've never had a better time. It was his dad who just turned 70. Like, it was the best day of golf I've ever had. I've never been so relaxed, but just been in such a good mood. John, it was just the best time. You weren't there.
Really rubbing it in.
Oh, dude, I had to hear it before work and then after work. And then I seen my Uncle George today, and he told me the same thing. I'm like, dude.
Like, what'd you guys eat mushrooms at the fucking golf course? What's going on?
We had a great time, too, on Saturday when you guys weren't there. How about
Yeah,
that?
how about that? Jack played like shit. Oh, man, yeah. It's always the worst. Like, dude, you missed it. Like, dude, we've done the same thing 75 times in the 10 weekend. You know, we've done this.
Yogi,
Yeah, he's the
I
king
was
of
just
it.
gonna say he's the best.
king
like,
of
dude, yeah, how was last night? I mean, it's probably like the best time I ever had in my life.
That's
Every
right.
time you're not there, probably. I mean, it's probably definitely like the best time ever. Ever. Okay, dude, that's
Can't
great.
believe you missed it, dude.
I'll tell you who's if Yogi's number one, Davis got to be a real close second. I mean, Davis is the king of like, Jude, you should have been there. Oh my God, it was sheer. Like he went on vacation. It was like he's like, Jude, it was the best time ever in the Bahamas. Like they said, if you're ever gonna go, last week was the time to be there. You never literally do anything. Like,
The only time I ever regretted missing something like that is when Chops pushed Davis in the lake and they fought. I would have loved to be there for that.
right. And
That's something I look back on like, man,
I wish I would've went down.
I really missed out.
No,
on
you
that.
missed out on the fantasy draft. That was
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
was a good
See, I mean,
time.
you guys are doing
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. I mean, I've been
Bunch of
to 100
hypocrites.
of those fantasy drafts. I get it. Got
But
fucked
this
up.
was the best one.
Yeah, the
No,
best
no,
one
this is
ever.
probably like the best time I ever had in my life.
I could think of one that probably beat it.
That's for the another day.
It's not for the podcast.
all right, Julie.
Let's grind in your gears.
All right, dude. So you know what grinds my gears? I don't know if it's because my dad's getting older or if he just doesn't give a fuck. He says the wildest shit to people. Like, if we're looking at a job, today we're looking at a job, and this guy's like maybe like 55, khakis, like 3-button shirt. My dad's like, he's like, oh, well, I want to do this. He's like, no, you know what? He's like, it's all fucked up. It ain't worth my fucking time to come out here if I got to fucking do this. And this guy like looks at him with like wide eyes and shit. I'm like, and then he's like, I get it, Joe. I get it. I understand. I'm like, how the fuck do you get away with saying that? Like, he says shit to people that is just off the wall.
Unprofessional.
And not even even in just like everyday situations. He'll say some shit to you that it's like,
Yeah, that's-
Catches people off guard and they don't know how to
and then,
react.
but he gets away with it, and they're like,
Oh, he's old.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, how old do I got to be to just say fucking?
Filters off.
I think
He doesn't give a fuck.
I
dude,
think
when
you
he
get
says
into your
shit.
like mid 60s and you just start saying whatever the fuck you want.
Some of the shit he says to people, I look at him like, and then they take it in stride. I'm like, Jesus.
You know
Christ.
why?
If I said it, I'd have got punched right in my face.
Because if you were 30 years older, you could have said that. You said it's
Yeah.
too fucked up.
Oh, I can't wait because he says some wild shit to people, and it's just like, man, you really,
Yeah, old
don't,
people
you really
gen-
don't give a fuck. And I
Yeah.
asked him, I'm like, Dad, why? He's like, I don't give a fuck what they think. It's a good place to be.
That's a
in,
good
I
point.
guess.
Yeah. Sounds like fun. I can't wait for it.
Yeah,
Like,
right,
tell everybody to go
right.
fuck
I, on the
themselves.
other hand, do, and that's
Yeah.
just how I feed my children.
I got 30.
So you can't
I got,
talk to
I
customers
got at least
like
30
that.
more years of this bullshit. So
Yeah.
you need to chill out. Maybe let
Yeah.
me do the talking these days.
Right? Yeah.
Get in the truck.
Don't say fuck to 50-year-old women when we're looking at a job for them at
Yeah.
8 in the morning.
I mean, you could definitely pick you could pick your places when you talk to them. You could know, you could get a feel with
Yeah,
people
read the
how you
room.
could talk to them. And then, but I mean, don't get me wrong. I've been wrong before, where I had to like backtrack, like, oh, you know what I'm saying, like, and just they change the subject when you're just trying to like, you think you're getting a little too comfortable. Yeah,
Yeah, a little
Then-
backpedaling.
Yeah, and they look at you like you're a crazy person. They're like, oh, all right, well, there's a line, and I just jumped over it. I'll bring it on back over.
Oh, but dude, yeah, Aussie Joe gives 0 fucks about the line.
Zebra, what do you got?
Dude, so I was down in Costco. I'm checking out.
We haven't had a Costco gear grinder in quite some time.
I go down there. I buy my groceries, do the self checkout, go over to the box thing. There's no boxes. I'm like, all right, no big deal. So I go back into the store. I go back to pedal to the aisle, and I just start emptying this box of Listerine. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna take all the Listerine out. Apparently, you can't do that.
No fucking way.
So I said, how the fuck am I supposed to take my groceries out? There's no boxes. And they're like, well, you have to wait for empty boxes. Some people just leave without it. So I'm like, that's crazy. I'm going to put all this stuff just loosely in the truck.
Why don't you save your boxes?
What, and go back in the store, like bring a box with me every time I go to Costco?
Bring a box.
Just throw them in the back of the truck. Yeah, I mean,
they get
okay,
wet.
it seems like you like running
I
this
go right
problem.
because I go right after work.
Yeah,
You know what I mean,
I
They
mean,
get
don't get me
wet.
wrong. It's a crazy thing to do.
They should. I mean, dude, like honestly,
So why are they out of boxes? You think
Because other
police?
people take them.
no, because people use the boxes.
You
and
think
the
they don't know how to pack up a box
They don't know how
correctly?
to pack up a box, and then like I get it, like you got like people, you got a ton, probably a worker shortage, so there's not enough people grabbing boxes for you to bring them up. But I'm just like, dude, there's a box of like 2 Listerines. Let me take it out. It wasn't.
That's
so
all that was in
so
there
they
was
stopped
two?
you?
Yeah, they were like, you can't do that, sir. I'm like, who cares? They're like, no,
It's
you
done.
You have to. The boxes have to be up front.
Which I mean, I understand because you'd have a bunch of crazy people like yourself just like unstocking the shelves. You know what I mean? Like,
But what
There's
if
a
I?
pile of
Here's the
Listerine.
thing,
yeah, they were just firing shipping toothpaste over their head trying to get the box empty.
So yeah, but I'm like, so I can't walk back to the store then and find empty boxes on my own. They said no. That's crazy to me.
I don't know.
You going scavenging for boxes?
Yeah, I'm kind of on Costco side here.
I don't agree with you at all. I that's nuts. They
You
should
just
have
can't.
boxes.
I mean,
And
of
I'm
course,
not taking
if
out
it
on the
was just
workers.
if it was just you, yeah. But I mean, if they do it for you,
That's
they're
a
gonna
bad
do it for
precedent.
everybody.
That's a bad
So
precedent.
wait a minute. Let me just clarify.
Let me digest
So
this.
you pay for your shit and you walk to the front. There's
To
no
where that little
boxes.
box cart's
So
at.
you know in your mind that there's this Listerine that's almost empty. You walk back to the Listerine.
But no, I just went to look for the first box that was
For
empty.
anything.
Anything. And
So
I
you
see
got
this-
back in your big, you fired your cart back up. You're
Yeah.
fucking pushing it back through.
Right,
all,
I'm not leaving all
through-
unpaid
Yeah, that's
items.
what I mean. So you're pushing it through everybody. Excuse me.
No,
You're
self-checkout.
You're fighting the line.
Going
against the grain.
Yeah.
Self checkout's a straightaway. You can get right up through the middle. So there's a big hole right up through the middle, right to the right to where all that stuff's at. I'm like, where's our box? Listerine box right there. There's 2 sitting in there. I pull it out, like you can't do that. And I didn't load it yet. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, how am I gonna get my stuff in there? They're like, you're gonna have to wait. I'm like, well, how do this stuff will go bad?
Wait. So after you start, like, did you have the box in your hand and then they stopped you?
They see me pulling the Listerine.
Okay, I was gonna say because if if it's on your cart, dude, like they gotta let you run with that.
So what did you do? You just had a bunch of loose shit rumbling around the back of your truck?
No, so I ended up like going out, like when I was walking out, and I went out. I was like walking out the doors. Someone left a box in a cart.
Nice.
So I ended up working out. Like God seen fit that
So
I was
you just
right.
needed one box.
But yeah, I needed a big box to get most of the stuff. The other stuff, I was like, I'll let it go loose. You know what I mean? But I needed one box because I had.
You can't have your ground meat and eggs rolling around
I
everywhere.
had, like the bread. I didn't want getting smashed, but I had those pre-made meals. And it was like this. And if that shit like flips up the
Yeah.
lid, it's over. That's
fucked.
$20 down the drain.
I can just see you rummaging through the store like
Why
a
not?
madman.
Dude.
All pissed off.
Dude, that's probably like the 3rd time that like, dude, these boxes have got you like.
It's an ongoing issue with you. This
Yeah,
is,
but like before I
now
did,
you're starting to fight back.
Yeah, before I was just chalking up. I was a
Fuck the
pussy
system.
about it.
Yeah.
I was a little pussy, and I'm like, oh, I'll just go home, and all my shit will get fucked up. Oh well, I'm a good customer, but I don't deserve good treatment. Fuck that. I'm gonna go back and get a box.
You know this is going to get worse as you get older. You're going to be doing crazier and crazier shit
Well, now
down there.
I'm hoping now that there's no boxes there. Like I'm almost hoping.
Ready
I go
to
back-
argue.
Yeah, ready to argue.
Yeah, I've
No,
been there
you
a
got
few
you got to
places
walk
before.
around as you're shopping.
That's what I'm
and
gonna
have
do.
your eyes set on a box and empty it out.
I
and
know.
they
I'm gonna
just
tell you
bring it
right
with
now.
you.
If I see an empty box, I'm grabbing it. And if they're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I need it
Mind
to check
your
out."
fucking
I
business.
can't wait till like you get in an argument with some other crazy Costco lady and you guys
I
are just
hope
going
I'm
back
there.
and forth.
dude.
Yeah, me too.
I'm there.
I'm just because
I'll pay them for the
eating the
security
samples, and I
footage.
just hear yelling, and I look over, and Z-Bird's locked up with a 70-year-old woman over a box.
Yeah, they're tug of warring
Yeah.
over a fucking Listerine box.
Yeah. The old Colgate box is empty.
They're good boxes because they got separation. They got a little divider right in the middle.
Separation's where it's at.
My gear grinder's my mom, so she hits me up like, "Hey, next time you go to Trader Joe's, can you grab me this honey barbecue sriracha sauce that I have? It's fire." I'm like, "Yeah, I'll get you." She's like, "Give me a couple bottles," and I'm like, "Huh, that's like, I'll do it." It's a strange, it's a weird request though. Like you go to Trader Joe's also. I really had no plans on going to Trader Joe's, but like, I'll go to Trader Joe's for you. So, being the good son that I am, I go to Trader Joe's, dropped off the 2 bottles of barbecue sauce, and I like call her. I'm like, "Hey, do you see those bottles?" I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "What do you plan on making with these?" And she's like, "Oh, they're not for me." So I thought, so I'm like, oh, "Okay." Like I thought she would say my grandma or something like that. I'm like, "Well, who are they for?" She's like, "Oh, my coworker really loves that sauce." So I told her like I'd get her some. I'm like, "You got me running errands for a lady you work with?" I was like, "What the fuck's going on here?" She's like, "Well, you were going." I was like, "I was not." I was like, "I never told you I was going." She's like, "But you go." I was like, "Yeah, so do you. You go too." I don't go to Trader Joe's once a week. You know what I mean? I go, but like to like call and be like, "Hey, can you grab me the sauce?" I thought she was like making like ribs and like needed it tonight
you
or
were
something.
like, "Oh, this
Right.
would be
You know what I
delicious."
mean? Like fucking, I was like, "Okay, I'll do that." And she was like, "Well, it's not for me. It's for my coworker." And I'm like, what the fuck in the world is happening here? I can't be running errands for people you work with that I don't know.
You're a busy
she-
guy.
What'd
I
she
got
say
shit
to-
going on.
What
I
did
got
she-
a
how'd she
slice I'm trying to
respond?
fix.
How'd she respond to
I
that?
ate it up because I didn't want to bust her balls about everything. She's been distressed. I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I was like, what the fuck is happening here?
A favor for another person is just like, because like you do it for the person because you're doing it for them. Like I'll do it for you, but I wouldn't do it for someone I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm not going to Trader Joe's for a stranger to get him barbecue sauce.
That's nuts.
Did you get the money for it at
Of
least?
course not. So like, what?
You're just buying strangers' bottle of
I honestly,
sriracha.
like, I didn't even think about that until I started telling the story, and I'm like, no, I just realized I not only did I go to Trader Joe's for the stranger, I paid for their barbecue sauce too.
And I'm not going to get a bite of
I'm
whatever,
gonna-
the fuck
whatever
they're
it is.
making.
Down the road, I'd say like 2 months from now, we're gonna find out that your mom's gonna be like, you know what, Jack, this is nuts. But she asked every coworker to get her, to like have someone go get her something. We realized she hasn't bought groceries in 3 years.
What a long-term fucking play that is.
Yep, she's stocked
That's
up
a
with
ballsy move.
Next time it's chicken. Because she's like planning her meals out months in ahead. Like, oh, we got the sauce, honey. We got now we just gotta get the chicken.
Yep.
You say, do they have
Next
any
thing you
rice
know,
there?
yeah. Next thing you know, you're eating Thanksgiving on old Jack Welch. 'Cause he got time to run the Trader Joe's for everybody
Can you
in
get
the
that
office.
stuffing?
I couldn't believe it. Like, if she would have said anybody in my family, I'd have been like, oh, I wouldn't have batted an eye at it. But she said a coworker, and I'm like, what the? I'm just running errands for strangers.
So
What's
she called
happening?
you out of the blue.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Like, hey, like, or
She thinks you're like an everyday
she's like-
Trader Joe's guy.
yeah, which like I don't know why she would get that impression. Like I do go, I've talked about it. I do like
Right.
Trader Joe's, but like it seemed like, hey, like she didn't like say I need it like today, but it seemed like she had something she wanted to make that week. So I figured I had like a day or two grace period to get the sauce over there. Then I brought it over, and she's like, "Oh, my coworker's really gonna love this."
You know, it'd be funny if you got her back. If you're like, hey, Mom, you're up by Giant Eagle, right? When you're over there running, grab me some Capri Sun from over there. It's on sale. And she's like, all right, I mean, like it's over there. It's only at that Giant Eagle. You got to get it from that one. I don't feel like driving over. And then she gives it to you and be like, here you go. And be like, oh yeah, thanks. She's like, I didn't know you drank Capri Sun. I'm like, oh, I don't. Zebra
Yeah,
does.
Zebra loves it.
Like, I'd stop at the coop and get an 8-bowl.
I'm gonna be like, yeah. I'm gonna be like, hey, Mom, you're at Dick's. Like, hey, there's this 3-wood that I need. Get out of here. But yeah, I thought that was. I was like, she was literally. As soon as she said she's like, no, it's for a coworker. I was like, well, there's my gear grinder. And I just sucked it up.
Yeah, it was worth the $12.
I just put it in my little notes, and I was like, there it is.
Oh man. All right, everybody, we're gonna take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back to wrap up Greenfield's Finest Podcast. If you're like me, I bet you have the same opinion. Are you sick and tired of smoking hot chicks and delicious chicken wings? Well, I know I am. So if you are too, make sure you stay away from bootleggers over in Oakland at 403 Semple Street. Because all it is delicious chicken wings, cheap drinks, and smoking hot bartenders. That's bootleggers at 403 Semple Street over in Oakland. Over and out. Are you in the market right now for buying a house? Maybe in the market for selling a house. Have you heard about Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services? If you haven't, maybe you should check them out. They're located right here locally in Pittsburgh at 106 South 18th Street in Southside. A lot of people think that they only service the Southside, but that's not true. They handle all the Pittsburgh area, and they also handle property management too. So if you're looking for a good real estate company that's locally owned and locally ran, call Carlson and Associates Real Estate Services at 412-431-1718. That's 412-431-1718. And tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Are you sick of your general contractor having sex with your wife? Well, I was too, and that's when I found out about Schaefer Inc. Schaefer Inc.'s primary goal is to deliver unbeatable quality for all your construction needs. They aim to firstly be a company principle-driven, and to achieve this, the importance is ethical business practices. That includes great work and not having sex with your wife. Please check out Schaefer Inc. for all your contracting needs. Give them a call at 412-915-1694. That's 412-915-1694. Hey, what's going on, everybody? I don't know if you've ever had a problem like me, but if you've ever stuck your dick in the light socket, you're probably going to need an electrician. Well, good thing Greenfield's Finest Podcast has Plug Electric as our official electricians of the Greenfield Finest Podcast. If you're looking for a good electrician, contact Plug Electric. Ask for Vance Hall. Phone number 412-298-6770. That's 412-298-6770. And stop sticking your dick in the light socket. Hey, what's going on, everybody? If you're having car problems right now, there's not really too many places to go that you can trust. One place you can is Meineke Car Care Center, located at 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. They handle everything, not just oil changes, but brakes, maintenance, everything. So if you have car trouble and you need help, make sure you call Meineke Car Care Center, 4103 Kennywood Boulevard, West Mifflin. Phone number 412-451-8968, and ask for Arthur. Hey, if you're looking for a fun night out in the South Side and you don't want to get punched in the face, check out Finn McCool's at 1501 Carson Street. Go there, have a good time, and don't get punched in the face. Finn McCool's, 1501 Carson Street, and tell them Z-Bird sent you. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Greenfield's Finest Podcast. Real quick before we jump into what would Greenfield do, November 6th, we have a comedy show out at Comtra Theater. It's going to be myself, Anthony Sciulli, Trey McDonough, Matt Light, and Jeff Conkle. So head out. Tickets are available right now online. Just go to comtratheater.com, and you'll see the November 6th show posted. Get your tickets now, and hope to see you there.
Trey McDonough still doing comedy, huh?
I pulled him out. Just when he thought he was out, I pulled him back in.
Oh, man, you should have left him out there. I'm just kidding. I like Trey.
Yeah, me too.
He's a good sport. What would Greenfield do?
Whoop, whoop.
So Daniel, a listener, sent me a message today. He said, I got a what would Greenfield do for you? Would you jerk off a clone of yourself for $5,000? So, like, you're sitting next to me,
but it's me.
But it's you. Would you jerk that fellow off for $5,000?
Yeah, because I jerk me off for free. So
That's kind of,
you know what I mean?
It's like jerking off in the mirror, ain't it?
and like a lot. It's like I do it. You do it a lot too.
Yeah.
So,
I might tell the clone, like, let's just close our eyes and jerk each other off.
Hey, listen, like, I'll give you $5,000. You jerk me off, clone.
yeah, we could get real weird and split this.
Yeah.
Let me saw Jack, buddy.
You want to get nuts, buddy? Let's get crazy.
Yeah, let's see what your head game's like, clone.
Yeah.
He's a freak, motherfucker.
I always wanted to blow myself.
Yeah. I mean,
I've been trying.
Who hasn't tried that?
I mean, that's like my dream to be able to hook up with me.
Right.
That's like all I want in the world.
I know exactly how I like it.
Yeah, and like, I'm hot. I would love to take me down.
So would the guy at the gym. He'd love to take
Yeah.
that.
He's been trying. Motherfucker.
Yes, I mean that's easy. Yeah, jerkers. I mean,
Oh, absolutely. How far would you go is the question.
I think I'm going. I'm trying everything.
Yeah, all the way.
Yeah,
YOLO.
trying it all.
YOLO. It'll be the next TikTok clone challenge.
Yeah.
Everyone will be just jerking their clone off.
That's it. You only clone once.
Yeah. Whatever. So we got a couple more here. So you can never drink anything other than water for the rest of your life. So no pop, no Gatorade, no booze, no nothing. And every year you do it, you get $25K. but it's a lifelong commitment. So if you do it, you got to do it forever. But every year you get 25 grand.
If
It's just water. That's it. No putting that little squirty
Yeah.
shit in your water. No Kool-Aid.
no coffee.
No coffee. No pre-workout.
No sweet nectar.
Nope. No
No
hooch.
booze. No.
Yeah. Take your 25 grand and shove it up your asshole.
I
Yeah.
don't drink, but I mean, even for me, like not drinking, that's still harder. I mean, like the coffee.
That's not enough money.
Here's the thing, like,
It's not.
so like if I like committed to it and I'm like they're giving me the 25 grand and like 5 years in I'm like fuck this, I want coffee. I have to give all that money back, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we can put that stipulation on it, yes.
So no, I don't think. I'll be honest.
It's not like you do it for a year.
If
Like
it was
you
like
need
a
25.
yearly thing, maybe I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
try
hunker
it.
down for like 5 years.
See,
Right, yeah, I'll make some money
that makes,
and then I'm out.
See, that makes it too easy, though.
It's like
you know what I
selling
mean?
drugs,
It has
you
to
know?
be like a life commitment.
I love
No
coffee.
way.
You know what I mean?
I
I'm a
love
big-
coffee. I love Diet Coke. I'm not even like booze. You could take the booze.
right.
Well, that's because you already, went down that road. where you
Right,
had enough
yeah.
where you shouldn't drink.
Yeah, don't
Thanks.
don't insult the man here.
Ah,
Well, not for me. I'm not giving it up unless my asshole falls off. Like you.
right. It was a good reason. I think. Dude, I don't know, man. When I eat like pizza or like pasta or something, I need a fucking Diet Coke. I love Diet Coke.
Yeah,
For
a little
25 days,
carbonation.
though, it gotta depend where you're at. I mean,
I know. That's what it does. Where you're,
But is
I'm
that
saying,
really
that's what I'm
enough
saying.
money?
Even yearly, like if it's like switches to like.
yeah, but that I feel like that
Right.
makes it too easy.
No, I drink a lot of water, but then like there's times where like, dude, I drink so much water. I'm like, I'm
Same.
bored, I'm
Need
bored with
something,
it.
yeah.
I
I'm
love
bored with it.
water. I pound it all day long.
But you
but
need
it's
some
just,
flavor every once in a while.
After work, I love
I don't-
Gatorades and I love.
see, like dude, it's honestly a Diet Coke and coffee. That's where.
I ain't gonna lie, dude. I like a good old ginger ale when I'm eating.
Yeah,
Dude,
don't.
I
like the
Yeah,
ginger.
I
Yeah,
love it,
nice
dude.
ginger.
It's fall time. The fucking
Gotta be
the
Canada Dry,
cranberry
the-
ginger ale's out.
That's not
Fucking
bad. That's
bomb.
not a bad thing.
That's fucking
I like it.
bomb. Root beer is fucking good.
Oh, you can't have a milkshake? I mean, that's nuts.
Nah, you should
You
take
can
sweets
eat. You
out of
can
it.
eat ice cream and let it melt.
Yeah, we'll put
You can have the
we'll
milkshake.
we'll let you have a milkshake. We'll
I
call
still
it as-
couldn't.
I don't think
it's
I
not
could.
enough flavor.
Now, how much would it take for you to? Though?
That's what I mean. Like
50.
That's what I mean. 25 ain't enough. I don't
50,
know what
50 I would do it.
50 grand's a nice.
I mean, I
chunk
would-
of
I could
fucking
fi-
money.
I
Not
could-
that 25's not.
Yeah, it's 25 is decent, but 50, I'm like, just drink water. Like, yeah, I'll get over the not coffee thing. I'll figure it out. I'll
But
be all right.
forever.
Yeah,
That's a long.
50
time.
grand's decent amount of change, you know?
I think you would probably get used to it pretty quick. I mean, don't get me wrong. There'd be 6 to 8 months or 6 months to a year where you'd be fucking.
But then what if
You
you,
would
fuck up
hate
one
it.
day and then it's all, you did it for 10 years and you fuck up one day now.
That's the
boom,
thing,
all
yeah,
money's
but
gone.
that's a stipulation. You
I
got to
can't
give it
do
all.
it. Can't do it.
I-
man.
I would
It's gonna
try-
take- It's gonna take a lot.
It'd be like I try to bounce out of bars early now. Like when dudes are like turning up, I'm like, I think it's time to go home. It'd be like now, I'd be like going to a pizza party. Be like, oh, dude.
Yeah, if
Risotto
I, was,
this
if, I,
butt, I
like,
got that 2 liter.
if I like
Yeah.
had
You
a-
gotta
if
stay
I
at
went to
home.
Minio's and everybody was drinking a Diet Coke and I had a water, like, dude, that would be terrible.
That's what I mean. You have to stay at home. You have
But
to
you-
isolate.
What would it cost for you? Then I'm saying 50 grand. I think for me, I feel comfortable saying that.
I think I would do it for the 25, but I think I would have a really tough time doing it for the 25.
Could you do it? But let's say it's 50 for you. Would you do it for the 50?
Yeah, I would do it for the 50. I mean,
For
I
100 grand, I would do it.
And then you can't drink booze either.
I wouldn't drink it. If for 100 grand a year, extra cash money.
Yeah, but then like you're not drinking booze. It's like so I stopped drinking booze and I just smoked weed instead. And like, dude,
and
God.
drink a lot of
Then
water.
you want that flavor
Yeah,
when you guys get that
dude,
weed.
a good drink like fucking when you're all high, man. That hits the
Like a
spot.
smoothie.
Too.
You
It
know
would
what?
suck, dude. That would suck. But I don't know.
I'm a big beverage
Some passive
guy.
income.
I'd rather
25
blow
grand
my
a year.
clone. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I'd rather
For
blow
some money, for some quick cash. Yeah.
Yeah,
free.
I'd rather blow my clone for 25 grand. That's for sure.
You were about to do it for 5.
Yeah,
Maybe
no.
by the time we were done, I thought you'd do it for free.
Yeah, I think I,
You just
I
fucking
think I might have
shut
said
your
I would do it for free. All right, you're offered a pill that makes you 25% more intelligent, but you lose every hair in your body. So you could take this pill, 25% smarter, you lose every hair on your body. Would you do it?
Oh, that's a
Oh,
tough
I
one.
mean,
So you'd be like, no eyebrows, no nothing.
Every hair on your body.
Huh.
But 25% smarter might be able to open some.
All right,
that's
but-
a lot.
But so I ain't so smart. So 25% better. How much better is that? I like
That's-
that. This
that's
nice
what
head of hair. You know
That's
what I mean?
Like, yeah, I'm no Albert Einstein over
Right,
here.
dude.
Right.
What's 25% gonna do? I'm not
Yeah.
fucking maroon.
Yeah, I'm not dyslexic anymore. Great.
I'm resending
Yeah.
Jack messages he sent me the day before. Like, hey, did you see this yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could find 25% got you
I think my
see
best.
numbers and
Yeah.
letters in the correct order.
Right, yeah.
Finally.
What I can see colors. That's
Yeah.
what it's gonna do for me. No thanks.
I take 25% dumber just to get a nice head of hair.
That's
Well, that was my. That's so. That's the
next
follow up. That's the follow up question. Would you take 25% down? I don't know because then shit could get
You
scary.
do landscaping either way.
Yeah, that's true.
You'd be shitting yourself. Johnny wearing a diaper chasing a lawnmower, dude.
Yeah, but with a major head of hair.
Yeah, with a mane.
With a fucking gorgeous head of hair.
just letting it
A
flow.
nice fade slick back. Woo.
Yeah.
John will have his kids reading.
Wouldn't be able to write an invoice, but he would have a major
Be able
hair.
to comb that hair down.
Oh fuck yeah! I don't. I think I would just. I don't think I would do the 25% because I don't know where 25% really
How
gets
much
me.
better can it be?
Yeah, that's how scary it is.
25% on nothing.
Yeah.
Right. It's,
Yeah, I ain't so sharp.
All right, last one. So this happened to me today. I'm at a busy intersection, and this guy is crossing when he wasn't supposed to be crossing. And not only is he crossing, he's walking without showing any hustle at all.
oh.
That's aggressive.
That's blatant
That-
disrespect.
well, I've used that for a
Yeah.
grinder before. It is blatant disrespect. But he gave me the wave instead of the jog. Does the wave count instead of the jog?
I mean, it's
in my eyes-
acceptable, but that's like the lowest bar that you can hit.
At least they acknowledged you.
Right.
I think
If you fucking just like ice grill me, then that's like a big go fuck
You
yourself.
kind of
for
got
me.
to fight.
Right. You're
Yeah.
calling me out, basically. If you like walk, maybe you got a bad knee. I don't know. Maybe he's hungover. He gives you a wave. At least he acknowledges, I'm taking my time. Sorry, dude.
It was
The
a
best thing
it was
you
a
do-
major intersection though.
The best thing you do is the fake jog.
major.
gotta-
So did it
you
cause
gotta-
you to like miss a light?
No, I caught the because I can make it was a right on red I can make. So
okay.
like, but still there was cars behind me and he was walking pretty slow and like he saw the look on my face.
How old was he?
He was probably like our age.
I want to see the hustle.
I want to see the hustle too.
Did he look like he made a lot of bad decisions in his life?
No, he looked completely normal.
No,
Oh,
guy,
there's
like
no
I fucked
excuse.
up. I went when I shouldn't. Just don't get. You don't
Yeah,
have to
just,
like.
dude, you
I'm
don't-
not asking you to
Just
sprint.
pretend.
You don't even got to go faster. Just pump your arms.
That's it.
Just
Just
give me a
swing
little
your
arm.
arms,
Yeah,
and
swing
that's
me a little
I
arm pump,
get
and then
it.
I'm like, okay, man, we all been there.
Even
Right.
yeah, even just to show the arm movement.
That's all you
That-
need.
And people usually if you do the arm movement and the head nod wave,
You
can
can take all the time you need. Take
You
all
know
the time
what?
you need.
You know
You can
why am I in
jaywalk.
such a rush? Go ahead.
Yeah.
I'm being an asshole now.
But
Right.
I you could shove that wave up your ass because that's like I think that's like you got to do the fake jog. You got to do the
Yeah.
fake
I mean,
jog.
that's
Yeah,
it. That's
pick it up.
socially
If
acceptable.
you have a bunch of shit in your hands and you can't do the fake jog, like okay,
Or are you getting one of these
yeah, just like a
low head nod?
yeah, but like I don't know, the wave ain't enough to me.
So he had nothing in his hands. He just walking, saying,
He's
"Fuck
just
you."
walking.
That's almost like a middle finger.
He was like, "You'll wait for me,
That's
bitch."
kind of I didn't know how to take that, and it
Yeah.
wasn't like a high wave. It was like a low wave.
Oh,
too.
that makes a
fuck.
big difference.
He might as well
Yeah.
just chiefed you, bro.
Yeah. I'm like, dude,
He should have just bent down and started tying his shoe.
you
He's
better
like,
you better
"That's
get
cheap."
that elbow up a little bit, cuz.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least lie to me. You know what I mean? Pretend you're gonna hustle.
Yeah, it had me pretty pissed off.
Yeah, he
early
chiefed the
this
shit
morning.
out of you. So that was a bad start to your day. He's got
Wasn't
punked by
great.
some
That
dude.
I got-
Trader Joe's getting other people buying
Yeah,
their
you're-
sauce.
hey, Jack's just buying other people's groceries, getting punked by fucking homeless guys
It
walking
was
across
literally
the street.
it was the same as that. It was the red light in East Liberty. That's where it was at.
It was on the same trip.
It was.
Oh, that's a kick in the dick.
Yeah, it was.
No good deed goes unpunished. Jack.
Yeah, you ain't shitting.
Man, I'm gonna be looking for this guy tomorrow.
You're gonna follow him around until he runs across the street.
Yeah, like, hey, man, I thought it like I didn't like the way things went yesterday.
we
Then
talk
I
about
talked about it on my podcast, and now we have to fight each other.
I remember-
I'm gonna run you over.
You're gonna have Leany filming it.
Dude, I remember I was over in East Liberty going to the methadone clinic the one day, and it was like 11:57, and I fucking sprinted across the street, and a dude yelled out the window, "My man!" Little do you know, the methadone clinic was closing in 3 minutes, and I was fighting for my life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would have
Get
ran
those.
through your car.
Yeah, I would have fucking rolled over. I would have washed your car if you'd have rode me down there, dude. I was just like running so fast. You're like, "My man!" I'm like, fucking pouring sweat.
Did you make it?
Yeah, I made it. It was like I went to open the door because one time I didn't know. I went to open the door and it didn't open. It was like you turn into The Walking Dead. You're just like, "Ugh." But this time it opened. I'm like, thank God.
He's banging like,
The dude was at the door too. He's like, oh man, you just made it. I'm like, whew. Like if I wouldn't have ran across that intersection, I'd never made it. Real recognize real.
Absolutely.
He was not on his way to the methadone clinic. Trust me on that. Is that all we got?
That's it.
Well, all right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great week. And remember, folks, Greenfield loves you. We're out.